Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Where are the likes at? Where are the likes at? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Is there one? Put a one in the chat if y'all can see me, if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can see me, y'all can hear me. Because I'm not live on my own thing yet. So put a one in the chat if y'all can see me, if y'all can hear me. It's of the utmost importance. Okay, they got me late. Okay, they just got me in there. Yo, shout out to Kojak 3 and 3 the Great. What's up? What's going on? Hey, y'all know what to do. So do it. Shout out to that. Make sure y'all subscribe to Kojak 3 on 3 Gaming. Salute to that. What's going on? My guy JD1975 is in the building. What's up, Andrew Teller said 12. 1-2 mini. What what's up? What's up, Andrew Teller? What's going on? Cole can hear me. All right. Yo, make sure y'all put a one in the chat if y'all can see me and y'all can hear me clearly. It's of the utmost importance. Yo, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on in. We about to have a hell of a show. Y'all already know. So, man, oh man, oh man. Like I told y'all, I'm very invested and very interested, as a lot of y'all are, in the Nolan Wells case. Understanding what happened to him, trying to get to the truth, understanding what's going on. What's going on? Just some mid-class rhetoric. Hey, what did you say? Hey. So I'm very invested in seeing what's going on with Nolan Wells, as a lot of you are. All right. Now, with this said, the infusion of Officer Tatum, like I told y'all before, I'm not very, and it's like people wait until I go live to hit me up. I don't understand that. They wait till I like go live to hit me. I don't get it. But anyway, uh, like I said, I'm not very familiar with Officer Tatum or Officer Tatum's rhetoric like that. I know what a lot of you have said, some praising him, some really being disgusted with him, and him having like almost 4 million subs. I'm aware of that. But as far as like really being able to deep dive or really checking out a lot of his videos, I haven't. I think I've seen one of two or one or two of his shorts or something like that. And then, of course, the other day we did review his video. Now, the question is, did he check first? Did he check first? Did he check first? That is the question. Because when you got a platform with hundreds of thousands of people listening and viewing, is repeating a claim enough? Or do you have a responsibility to verify first? Hey, what's going on? You know how it goes. People only call you when you're at work. I know, right? What's going on? What's going on? Just being jazzy. Good to see you. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Our condolences. Much love to you. I'm so sorry to hear for your sorry to hear for your loss. My condolences. May God grant you and your family peace and just ease in this time of loss. I'm sorry for your loss. Much love to you and your family. Sorry to hear that. Um, Everybody keeps arguing about whether the boys passed a lie detector test or not. But I think everybody skipped the more important question. Was it even the kind of test people think it was? Was it a polygraph test? Because if it wasn't, then the conversation isn't just about the boys anymore. It's about credibility. It's about influence. And it's about whether large content creators have a responsibility to distinguish between different kinds of testing before presenting them to the audience. But really, it's about what is the intention and the motive of allegedly getting to the facts, right? Today, we are separating facts from assumptions. That's what we're gonna do. And salute to you, Kale. Salute to you. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but right now, uh, there is a press conference. There's a press conference that Nolan Wells' parents, Ben Crump and them are holding. Put a one in the chat if y'all want to check out the press conference while we're on right here. Put a one in the chat if y'all want to check out the press conference while we're on right now. All right. Hold on. All right. So we're gonna check this out. Fair use, fair use, fair use. We're gonna check this out, and then we're gonna check out the Officer Tatum Nancy Grace interview as from Big Kish perspective. Shout out to Big Kish. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Doing a good job out there in these YouTube streets. So this is what we're going to do. What the freak? All right. Fair use, fair mother fudging use. I'm gonna play it from the beginning. I'm gonna play it from the beginning. I don't know what y'all seen, what y'all haven't seen, so that we're on the same page. I'm gonna play this from the beginning. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Y'all know how we do, y'all. So bear with me. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Maybe 1.5 should be good. Let's see. We'll see if it's too fast. We'll slow it down a little bit. So this is the press conference, as you can see, the National Urban League press conference. Let's get to it. Fair use, fair mother fudging use. Let's go.
Our affiliates and members and supporters across the country are standing with these three families.
All right, so it's more than just the Nolan Wells family. Remember the young man I told y'all about? I couldn't remember his name, but it looks like his name is Daniel. The young man that I told you about that was pushed off the bridge and couldn't swim. That family is there, and then it looks like another family is there. So I didn't get to catch this beginning, but we're gonna catch this together. Let's go into it. Let's see what they're talking about. Now, y'all let me know if the 1.5 is too fast. They're in Nashville. They're at the National Urban League Conference in Nashville, and they're here. All right, let's go.
And when families suffer the tragedy of the loss of a child, it gets lonely. Yes, it does. And when families suffer the loss of children under circumstances that are suspicious and to the naked eye appear unjust, we must stand with these families.
Amen. What's up, Andrew Taylor?
Families.
What's up, Big Bad Kahuna? Hey,
Bridget M. Non-responsive criminal justice system. We must stand with these families. With this giant of a lawyer and advocate over the last 15 years, going all the way back to Trayvon Martin, we have stood with Ben Crump and his clients. And we have stood with Ben Crump and his clients because we want the community to know that we are not going to be silent in the face of injustice.
Amen.
You and I cannot even fathom the pain of these families. I want to thank them for their courage in being here in public under the glare of the media in these circumstances. But we want them to know they are with family. We are standing with family. So Ben Crump is going to bring us all up to date on the latest facts, events, and status of these three cases. And we are going to continue, as we said in the earlier session, to advocate until there is justice.
Uh-oh. Hey, what's up with that? Wait, whoa. Let me see.
Who over the years have been
Yo, put one in the chat if y'all can see that, y'all can hear that. I just you know what I'm saying? There's too many black pics of blacks in justice. That's a fact. What's up, Miss Center World? What up? Yeah, it is too many pictures of black injustice, and then they got the nerve to say that this is a one-off or whatever the case may be. Like it is, it's too many pictures, you know. But y'all know how they do. They're gonna now tell us about how black on black crime happens and why we are not outraged about black on black crime, as if we're not outraged about black on black crime. But like I said, and I'm probably the only one who will say it or has the balls to say it. The truth of the matter is, a lot of times when it comes to black on black crime, those cases get solved immediately, one of two ways. Either, can I turn it up? That might be on your end because it is as loud as it could go. Let me see. It is as loud as it could go. That might be on your end. I don't know. Or maybe they're doing that to keep us from being able to play it. I don't know. But I don't have it up right now. I'm just talking right now, but I'm about to put it up. But listen, I'm one of the only people bold enough to say this. What's up, Big Rex 77? But a lot of black on black crime gets solved one or two ways. Even with the Tupac situation, may God rest his soul. With the Tupac situation, with God rest his soul, the people that unalived Tupac were all deleted except for Keefe D, allegedly. All the people that deleted Tupac were deleted except for Keefe D. The people that allegedly deleted Biggie were deleted. So it's amazing to me when people try to bring up black on black crime and act like they don't understand how it goes. Yeah, that's why there be the deletion. Because if you delete one, somebody comes back and deletes, their crew come back and delete you, delete your family. That be what happens in the black community. Is it right? No. But does it happen? Absolutely. That's what happens. So if someone didn't get caught and get locked up, you know what happened. Listen, XXX may God rest his soul, those people were caught and jailed. Daggone Nipsey Hussle, that person was caught and jailed. Daggone Young Dolph, those people were caught and jailed. PNB Rock, those people were caught and jailed. On a day-to-day basis, those people be caught and jailed. Because 9 times out of 10, when it comes to the situation, somebody knows something. Okay. Now, in certain situations, they don't report it. They just go out and get their own set of justice, right? What's going on, my man? TB Trucker, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Salute, salute, salute. They just go out and get their own sense of justice. So we cannot pretend as if these lives that are being treated as if they are nothing by the people who happen to be white suspects, and then they act like as if it was a self-deletion, as if it was an accident or something like that, and these people don't get any kind of punishment or retribution, and they're out sitting walking around. We cannot pretend like that's the same thing as such and so and so black on black crime. That's not the same thing. All right. So let's just be honest. Let's just start to be real, and let's call it what it is. And again, I have absolutely nothing against any people. I am a very non-prejudicial person. I pride myself on being objective and being able to look at the circumstances and situations and call them for what they are. Okay, so let's get to this press conference. Shout out to the National Urban League. Put a one in chat if y'all can hear this. It's Borgen. I don't know what's happening. It's Borgen. Are they?
We are here fighting for the family with other great lawyers, for Nolan Wells. We also have present with us the family of Daniel Irvin, who many of you are just learning about outside of Dallas, Texas, and his tragedy. We have attorney Sean DeRaya and attorney Brooke Cluse fighting to help that family get justice. And we want to applaud his mother, Tamika, who has been fighting as only a mother would fight, with not many people in the world listening. But we're listening today, Tamika. You are not alone, Tamika. You got Nolan's mother and father, Christine and Elmore Wansley, who are standing with you as well. Tamika, your daughter is here. You are not alone. Y'all, please let her know she is not alone. Justice for Daniel Irvins. Attorney Harry Daniels, we also have the family of Tyler Smith, Lexington, Kentucky. You're going to hear from all these families. You're going to hear from Tyler's mother and especially his grandmother. You know, until the lawyers get there, till the community advocates get there, a lot of times these families are just by themselves, President Marielle. And thank God for this mother and this praying grandmother who refused to let them sweep the death of her grandbaby under the rug. And so I will say briefly about each of these tragedies. Obviously, many of you know about Nolan Wells, and you'll hear from his mother and father after brief remarks by Attorney Hertz and Attorney Park. But we all know July 4th, Nolan Wells goes with friends, celebrating 4th of July. All the friends come back. Nolan Wells tragically washes up on the shore 2 days later, dead. And so we know all the current.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all, shout out to Saint Swarthy, says Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessions slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherd pity them not. Thank you very much, Saint Swarthy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's the way you do it. You want to put a scripture out there. You want to put something out there. That's the way you do it, man. Thank you very much, Saint Swarthy, for supporting the show. Y'all be like Saint Swarthy and support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean?
God damn it, I like the way you do bit.
Yes, sir.
I got money.
I appreciate you. Thank you very kindly for supporting the show, supporting the stream. I mean, hey, shout out to CJ Brooks is in the building. What's going on, my sister? CJ Brooks is in here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's going on? I see Mo Love in the building. What's up, Mo Love? Mo Love is in the building. Good to see you, Mo Love. Hey, how you doing? Good to see Mo Love is in the building. Bridget M is in here. Hey, Bridget M, shalom. Shalom to you too, good brother. I would hate to do all of those public appearances while grieving a loss. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, shout out to my people's Gas Mask. What's up, brother? Brother Izzy, brother Gas Mask. Was good to see you, man. Good to see you, Gas Mask is in the building. TB Trucker says some people just want to make sure that no white person would be responsible. I think he was trying to say, or was responsible. Noah Bell said nobody is saying it's the same. We are saying all the crimes should be taken seriously, no matter the color or the culprit. I think he's the color of the culprit. All right. Now, Noah, I agree wholeheartedly with you with the second part of that sentiment. At the same time, there's absolutely people saying that it is the same. And that is their whole argument. The fact that, yo, no one is outraged when it's so-called black on black crime, which is not true at all. I don't know what they thought. They know that my baby ain't never done nothing to nobody is a big saying in the hood. If nobody else cares, your mama cares 9 times out of 10. So that's a lie from the pits of hell that they try to propagate, that nobody is outraged about the violence that happens in the hood. Your family is outraged. People that love you be outraged. People that have a problem be outraged. It'd be a lot of outrage. Y'all got to stop the madness. Stop the cap, all right? So let's get back to this. But I agree with that second part wholeheartedly, Noah Bell. Let's go. Let's get
events that have been happening. We are announcing that we have the audio from the officials, and we have retained and are consulting with some of the foremost audio engineering experts to review those audio tapes from the CETO call in its entirety. We also, and Attorney Hertz may go into greater detail on these matters, have consulted.
Yo, so that's important. That's important. I don't know if y'all get it. That is extremely, let me do it like this. That is extremely important. That is extremely, extremely, extremely important. So they heard the tapes. They themselves have got a hold of the tapes, and they are going to have experts to take a listen for themselves of the tapes and be able to present it to see if that's actually what happened or that didn't happen, someone doctored it up. Now, the person, in all fairness, the woman who did the analysis is an alleged, and I'm saying alleged because I don't know for sure, is an alleged audio specialist, right? She's an alleged audio specialist. So she has broken down, but now they're on it. So that's important. Now, what's also important is the fact that TMZ put out, and also the sheriff's office alleged that there's 2 witnesses that saw Nolan Wells on the island, or that have come out that Nolan Wells was on the island after the boat left. Now, it's important to note, that's all that I've heard that they said. They did not deny the audio. Now, Officer Tatum is doing his damnedest to deny the audio. However, the sheriff's office and or the TMZ has not been able to officially deny this audio that has come up. So there's that, right? And I want y'all to be real careful and real observant about the plays that go on. Shout out to Jay Lewis is in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jay Lewis. Good to see you. Play the tape and have the person repeat it. Where the other kids at? What you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Shout out to Kelvin Cook. I don't know what you're talking about. And shout out to my auntie watching from New York. I love you, auntie. Shout out to my auntie watching from New York. I love you, auntie. Hey, listen, you don't have to say your name or put your name in here because these people are vicious. So, family, I love y'all. I don't put y'all names out there so that people won't start trying to attack y'all for my opinions or my viewpoints, because some people are vicious. But I love you, auntie. I love you. I love you. I love you. You don't know what you're talking about either. I figured that. Calvin Cook, shout out to you. Let's get back to this, man. Don't start trolling. Hey, listen, because we're going over this and we're far behind in this press conference, if y'all got something that y'all want to say beyond me welcoming you to the show, do so through the Super Chat or through the Cash App, all right? If you got something beyond what me welcome you in, do something through the Super Chat, the Cash App, or the Venmo, whatever method you choose. Let's go.
President Mariel with Oceanic Engineering experts to talk about how these facts are lining up. The fact that they say Nolan's body was found in the same location where they say they left him at. And so we want.
Nah, that's a fact. Hey, shout out to TBE Truck. Appreciate the $2. Said Officer Tatum is a disgrace. Now, this is TBE Trucker's opinion and viewpoint. He's entitled to that. I don't know Officer Tatum well enough to say that, but shout out to TBE Trucker. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
Salute. Let's get back to this. All right, let's go.
To know how is that possible with the oceanic tides. Yeah. We want the experts. I mean, you got low tides and high tides. It's not adding up. So we are going to dot every I and cross every T until we find out what happened to Nolan Wells. Attorney Hertz will also go into a little more detail, and Attorney Park about how we're trying to coordinate with Dr. Roger Mitchell, who conducted the independent autopsy of Nolan Wells, to be able to inspect his throat that was missing with his body when he was flown to do the autopsy with Dr. Mitchell. Also, we are hopeful that they will discuss with Dr. Mitchell the photographs and observations made at the time when Nolan was first discovered, because Dr. Mitchell did not get an opportunity until July 10th to be able to examine his body. And at that time, we know the airways and the lungs had already been dissected and so forth. So we can't tell if there was the presence of water or not. That would suggest.
Hey, much prayers and much love to Miss Christine. She's really going through it, man. Shout out to her, and much love and much prayers to the family of Daniel and this other young person that lost their life. Much love and respect to them. And listen, I couldn't even imagine what they're going through, but you could visibly see that Miss Christine is really, really going through it, especially as they're talking about dissecting his neck and his body and stuff like that, which is extremely intrusive, like they said. So now this answers some questions that people have been asking. So yes, they are in contact with the first people. They are trying to coordinate the first autopsy and the second independent autopsy. They're trying to coordinate those people to be able to work together to get some answers. Yeah. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. All right. So there we have it. So it is. They are requesting, they are working, they are trying to get it coordinated with the first autopsy and the second autopsy. Okay. So let's go.
Whether he drowned or not. And remember what Dr. Roger Mitchell said in his autopsy. President Mariel, he talked about the fact that to say he drowned does not draw the conclusions of what happened to Nolan Wells. He said it is equally important to know at what condition was Nolan Wells' body when he went into the water. Was he conscious or was he unconscious? Was he forced into the water or did he go unforced into the water? He said all of these things are very important. And so we're dotting I's and crossing T's. We are focused on getting to the truth, and we stand for the truth. Me and everybody on my legal team stand for the truth, no matter.
Now everybody's in agreement and in accord. We're standing for the truth and finding out the truth. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Bucket 88 is in the building. What's going on? Happy birthday. It's your birthday. It's my man birthday. Yo, happy birthday to Bucket 88, man. Yo, happy birthday to Bucket 88. Let's get some cheer for Bucket 88. People's in the building. Salute.
Boy is good. That boy is good. That boy is good.
Shout out to Bucket 88, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I pray that you have a wonderful birthday, family. Shout out to y'all. If y'all remind me, man, I will celebrate y'all even bigger than this. But what's up, Braxton? State Fiend is in the building. What's going on, Braxton? How you doing, man? Bucket 88's birthdays today. I'm trying to see if I pull out that Queen Sonata for you, Bucket 88. Good to see you. I feel like you want Ben at the cookout outside of these things. Wait, what? You don't want him in it? You want him outside? What does that mean? Hey, Cynical One is in the building. Good to see you, Cynical One is in the building. What does that even mean, CJ? What you mean? Thank you, Bucket 88, for all the love and support you show. We appreciate you, family, for sure. All right, let's get back to this. Let's go.
Who it implicates or who it exonerates. Yes. We stand for justice, no matter who it convicts or who it acquits. And we stand for transparency so everybody can see. And that's all we want. We want answers. We're not casting aspersions on anybody. We are saying that we want to make sure everybody who is remotely involved has their questions answered to make sure we have a full and fair and impartial and transparent investigation. And is that too much to ask for these brokenhearted parents?
No, it's not too much to ask, sir. Shout out to the night. And Bishop said, did Brandon the Raccoon Tatum finally KO himself? It looks like he did. It looks like he did. I'm not saying he's a raccoon, but it does look like he might have put his foot in his mouth. He might have bit off more than he could chew. Because listen, that Nancy Grace is a tough cookie. She is a tough cookie, boy. That Nancy Grace is a tough cookie. She asked the poignant questions. And she gets right down to the brass taps. She ain't playing with you. So hey, we're gonna get into that in a minute. Let's finish up with this press conference. This is live now. We went to beginning of it because I didn't see the beginning of it. So in case y'all saw it, don't ruin it for us. We are just now seeing this. So this is the press conference. I went to the beginning. I got it sped up a little bit so we can catch up. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Is that too much to ask? That's all. If it was your child, wouldn't you want the same thing? And I get it. They're attacking me. They're attacking Reverend Al. They're attacking the parents of Nolan Wells. We don't care about those distractions. We ain't no ways tired. We are completely focused, completely laser focused on getting to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us, God. And so the threats, the attacks mean nothing to us. We will not be deterred. Look into our eyes. We're going to get to the truth. I am so grateful to Mr. Byron Allen for donating $100,000 to the GoFundMe so we can help get the best experts in the world. I am thankful to Reverend Al Sharpton. I am thankful to Mr. Tyler Perry. I'm thankful to Mr. Terrell Owens. I am very thankful to everybody who did not think it robbery to say, what can we do to help people get to the truth and call in to the tip line so we can help not only Nolan Wells' family, but we can help Daniel Irvin's family, and we can help Tyler Smith's family as well. Everybody on social media, please continue to ask questions. Please continue to share photographs, share videos. It all helps us solve this potential of what happened to Nolan Wells. I mean, it's so important. Somebody saw something. Somebody knows something. As Christine and Elmore have said, if you're really Nolan's friend, you know in your heart of hearts that if the roles were reversed, that Nolan would say something. He would call and tell what he saw. And so that's all they're asking. Do for Nolan what he would have done for you. Do for Nolan what he would have done for you. Do for Nolan what he would have done for you. Congresswoman Beatty, we thank you.
Ayo, KO's in the building. What's up, KO Black says, salute Izzy Bands in chat. Salute to you, KO Black. Salute to you, Clay O Black. Hey, yo, if y'all want your Beyond Me, welcome y'all. If y'all want your comments highlighted in red, because we got a lot to go over. We're way behind. Do so through the super chat, through the Cash App. I'm welcome y'all in the building, but I'm only reading like one or two of y'all comments. I love y'all. It's nothing personal. We're just way behind in this stream, and we're behind, all right? So support. I appreciate y'all. If y'all want your comments highlighted in red, do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. Let's go.
In the Congressional Black Caucus, please stand and join us, Congresswoman, because you all asking the questions
I'm gonna go
from
past
the Department of Justice and the FBI. It's important that we have the full weight and force of everybody who has any kind of authority to be able to help us get answers on Nolan Wells and the other. They go throw away all of the evidence that is between Daniel Irvin and them, and then say nothing. If it's an accidental drowning, why wouldn't you come to his mother and tell her he drowned by accident? Why wouldn't you go to the authorities? Why wouldn't you go to somebody and say there was a terrible tragedy, he accidentally drowned? But no, they go throw away all of the evidence that is germane to finding out what happened. And it's
so, yeah, that's what I thought. The Daniel Irving situation is the situation where he allegedly went out with his two white friends and they allegedly threw him off the bridge. He fell off the bridge by accident, but then they took his clothes and they took his phone. And then when they got the phone back, all the conversations between them and him was erased out of the phone. So someone has been, I believe, arrested in that particular case. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I believe they arrested that kid for trying to get rid of the evidence and for tampering with the evidence. So that's what he's speaking about right now. That's what he's speaking about right now.
Only after his mother raised all kind of hell, and for 4 days they are searching for what happened. Minister Dominique Alexander and the activists in Dallas, they're saying, no, something happened to Daniel Irvin. We got to get to the bottom of this. Then and only then, Mark Mariel, does the young people come forward to the authorities with their parents, and they say, well, we were there, and they confess that they threw away his cell phone and his clothes, and they deleted the messages. And so law enforcement charged and arrested him after 3 months. 3 months passed. Not until Nolan Wells started making the news did they finally come, and they arrest them, but not for the death of Daniel Irvin. They arrest him with tampering with evidence, and that's it. And what his mother is saying, what Attorney DeRea is saying, what Attorney Brooke Cluse is saying is simply this: if they would lie about his cell phone and throw it away, if they would lie about his clothes and throw it away, if they would lie about deleting text messages between Daniel and them, how can you believe it when they say it was an accidental drowning? They need to take this case to a grand jury.
Now, let me ask y'all this, and I alluded to this. I was one of the only people in this space that talked about this situation, even though briefly, because I didn't have all the facts. At the same time, in the Daniel Irving situation, what say y'all? What say y'all? What say y'all about that? 2 white kids, 3 kids go out, 2 white kids come back. They done took the man's cell phone, erased the messages. How did they erase the messages? Yeah, right. How did they get to erase the message? Well, they erased the messages. They erased the messages, their own confession, and they got rid of the boy's clothes. But they're still saying it's an accidental drowning. How is that possible? What would be the motive for trying to get rid of the kid's clothes and delete the messages out the cell phone? I'm curious how y'all come to the conclusions that y'all come to and act like oblivious as if this stuff doesn't happen and as if this stuff is not real. I'm confused thoroughly. Let's go.
And you're going to hear from his mother talk about other things that don't add up, about the conduct of the boys immediately after the drowning, the alleged drowning. It's so critical, important that we remember Daniel Irvin as well. And then Attorney Park, Attorney Cluse, we talk about Tyler Smith, and I'll just try to paint the picture real quickly for you, and then you'll hear from these parents, these brokenhearted parents. 4th of July. You can't make this stuff up, Congresswoman.
Told you 4th of July.
Attorney Daniels, 4th of July. Same 4th of July, 2026, when Nolan goes missing.
Told y'all.
Tyler Smith in Lexington, Kentucky, is the only Black person in the home where they're having a 4th of July small house party. Somehow, Tyler ends up being shot in his head, dead. 911 is called. They come, the police get there. They tell them that he shot himself, that they were playing Russian roulette. That's what they say. They say, this the gun. The police retrieve the gun, and then they take their word as the gospel that he shot himself.
Do y'all get it yet? Do y'all get it yet? Do any of you white apologists get it yet? When we say that the value of a Black life is not valued in the system. Do you get it yet? This is not daggone 1800. This is not 1900 or 1700. This is not 1965 or 1958. This is today. This was July 4th, 2026. I told you multiple black people lost their life that day being around white people only, and they was the only ones that didn't make it home. Do you get it yet? Do you get it yet? Do you understand yet? Is it starting to click and make sense yet? Is it making sense and click the reason why a Ben Crump, or the reason why a daggone Al Sharpton would have to get involved with these cases? You and I would not know about it if it wasn't for them. Do you get it yet? Or are you still blinded with racially prejudiced lenses? Do you get it yet? Or are you still blinded by racially prejudiced, racially bigoted lenses? Just a question, because I get it. I get it.
They don't do gunshot residue on the hands of Tyler or nobody else. I mean, basic investigation 101. If you say he shot himself, wouldn't you bag his hands and when you test it for gunshot residue? But they don't do that. And you're going to hear from his grandmother and his mother as to the explanation, the implausible explanation that they offered them. And the fact that the gun, President Mariel, that they claimed he used to shoot himself with, the police, after they do analysis, it does not match the casings that they found on the floor to where he shot himself at. So still, they are taking their word for it. And it's 7 days later, right, Ms. Nisi? 7 days later, after they then say, who all was in the house? They have to identify everybody who was in the home. And then they have to track down, well, if this is not the gun that caused the death of Tyler Smith, well, where's the gun at? So they have to go investigate, and they go surround one of the young men's houses, Lee Merritt, and they surround the house. He doesn't come and volunteer after knowing that they're trying to find out and get evidence about what happened to Tyler Smith and come forward voluntarily. They have to go to his house and surround it, and then he comes out and finally he volunteers that this is the gun. Think about that, Kathleen Trigg. Just think about that for a second. You would think, after all of that, he is surely going to be arrested and charged with killing or being in some way responsible for the death of this 18-year-old young black man. But no, he is only charged with tampering with evidence, correct, Ms. Nisi? Nothing more. And nobody in all three of the questionable deaths of these 18-year-old young black kids, nobody has been held accountable in any way. And so that's why we're here.
Three young black men lost their lives around all or mostly all white people, and y'all keep asking us why we think it's racial. Let me repeat that again, and let me add a little caveat to this. Three young black men, at least there was more, but three young black men lost their lives around mostly all, if not all, white people. And y'all ask us why we think it's racial. But ironically, in those three cases, no one has been arrested for the deletion of those three young men. They've been arrested for tampering with evidence. They've been arrested for, tampering with or messing up an investigation. But no one has been arrested for deletion. And y'all want to argue, those dudes that was up here arguing with me about whether the laws are still on the books about a black life. Make that make sense. Help me make that make sense. There's dudes that came up on my platform, Uncle Tom and them, trying to gaslight me and tell me I'm crazy because I said, yo, there was laws in America that did not hold account white people in specific, white people in general, but white men in specific, for taking the lives of a black person. Oh, where are the laws? And where are the laws? They took it over 70. No, they didn't. Those laws are still on the books in some states. They never ratified it. They never took it out. You think, oh, because they came up with the 13th Amendment. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Here saying that we are not deterred. We're not going to let you sweep it under the rug. We're going to get to the answers of what happened to Nolan Wells, what happened to Daniel Irvins, and what happened to Tyler Smith. 3 18-year-old black boys in a 3-month period around 4th of July, 2026, who all were unalived in very similar ways as Nolan Wells. And I'm very thankful to his parents for using the attention that they were given and blessed with to also give attention to these other 18-year-old black boys.
Hey, much love and respect to him for that. See, this is the power of showing and being able to present this in front of the nation. This is the power of that, because now Daniel Irving and the other young man get a spotlight on their cases as well that are trying to be swept under the rug. And them laws are still on the books. They haven't repealed them. That's a fact. Cole also said the 3/5 clause is still in the Constitution. No amendment has been passed to repeal that, and never will be. Never. I appreciate their dignity. Stellar. All right. Now, y'all, listen, if y'all want your comments highlighted red, make sure you do so through the super chat and the Cash App. And please stop calling them black boys. They were black men, with all due respect. Yes. Young men. They were young men. That's a fact, Andrew Taylor. That's a fact. Young men. That's a fact. Let's go.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you so much, Elmore. At this time, before we get to your questions, you're going to hear briefly from Attorney Eric Hertz and then Attorney Lisa Park with some updates, and then you'll hear from Nolan Wells' parents. Attorney Eric Hertz, a great civil rights lawyer.
Okay, white man is a great civil rights lawyer. Shout out to the white man that's the great civil rights lawyer. Hey, listen, and so there's that. So y'all make it seem like Benjamin Crump is a whole black organization. It looks to me like he has an Asian man. An Asian woman. It looks to me as if he has a Caucasian man. It looks to me as he has a multicultural team of lawyers and investigators to work on these cases. It's not just Ben Crump, even though he is the face of it. Kelvin Cook, if you want your comments highlighted in red, do so through a super chat through the Cash App. Good brother, I appreciate you. I'm not ducking anything. I told you already what it is, and I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. So shout out to you. Let's go.
Thank you for showing up. I have some brief updates on the Nolan Wells case. We have been working with the district attorney. We've gotten a letter back yesterday, and she's willing to listen to some of the evidence we have, although we're having to still discuss her giving us back evidence, and that's something that we will see. The phones, not just our clients' phones, but the other phones that are involved in this situation, we are trying to coordinate and have come to a tentative agreement with the district attorney to go ahead and have them investigated together jointly with our experts as well as their experts. And I believe, if I'm not speaking out of turn, the FBI is going to also be present there.
All right. So they're making some inroads. So shout out to that. They're making some inroads. All right. They're making some inroads. So shout out to, I appreciate you hitting the like button, man. Thank you. Everybody hit the like button. They're making some inroads. So look, they have made agreements with the district attorney to share information, to do a joint investigation of both phones, all the phones involved, not just Nolan Wells' phones, but the phones of his alleged friends. So it looks like as if they have confiscated or are going to confiscate those phones. I've heard a rumor of they filed a lawsuit or preliminary to that they would file a lawsuit if I guess if they tried to erase anything out of their phones or take any information out of their phones. So they told them an intent to sue if they would remove any information. So yeah, it looks as if they are playing chess. It looks as if they are playing chess. All right, it looks as if they are playing chess. That's really really good. That's really really good. All right. All right, so let's move forward. And again, we're way behind in this, so I'm trying not to take too long and belabor this. So if y'all got comments that y'all want absolutely read, or questions that you want absolutely read, do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. Speaking of, thank you so much to Jade Lewis. She said, "I got 5 on it." I appreciate you so much, Jade. I'm gonna celebrate y'all all at the end. Thank you so much, Jade Lewis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go.
That's going to show a lot of stuff that we haven't seen. I'm going to keep this short, but as I always say, I would like to say one more time, society is judged by how the most powerful treat the most vulnerable, and justice will prevail.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Attorney Eric Hertz. And now you will hear briefly from Attorney Lisa Park, who heads up our Atlanta, Georgia office and has been leading on this effort for Nolan Wales.
So today, I just want to recognize all of these families for coming here today, traveling here to Nashville, even family that's here in the audience. If you think for just a moment, for these tragedies, they really just happened. They really just happened. And if you've ever had a loved one that you've lost, it's hard. And you feel like going into a quiet place by yourself, mourning, grieving, doing all of our own religious rituals, right? And
now, some people have asked, where are the Asian people? Well, there's an Asian lawyer on it. Some people ask, why is the Asian community not in the outrage? Well, that's an Asian attorney that seems to be outraged and seems to be working on it. There's your answer. Shout out to Ogun. Thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate you, Ogun. The reason why there is no amendment to the 3/5 clause because of the 14th Amendment solved this. It stated representatives from states must be counted using the whole numbers of people in states. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Ogun. I'm going to celebrate y'all all at the end. Y'all be like Ogun. And if you want your comments highlighted in red, do so through the super chat or the Cash App. Yeah, they was asking, where were the Asians? Well, there's an Asian. There you go. There's one. Let's go.
so it's quite hard that these families have had to come into the spotlight to stand up for their children. This is not where they want to be. And for those people who somehow think that they want to be in the spotlight, I guarantee you, this is not where they want to be.
Amen.
For all of these families, for every single family member that is suffering through these losses. So I want to commend all of these families. I also want to commend them for coming together as a group, right? Because all of us, we are stronger together.
Yes.
We are stronger together. And there are so many unanswered questions for all 3 of these cases, but there's hope. And I see that hope because we do get calls.
Yes.
We have been getting over 100 calls a day. Wow. And I want to thank everybody who's called in, because for every time there's a hater that's saying that these people just want the spotlight, when somebody calls in with some encouragement, when somebody calls in with some information, it makes up for that.
Amen.
Because we know that we're stronger together. These questions, these cases can be solved, and we can do it together. So I want to thank everybody for calling, right? But I also, last thing, I want to encourage those who have not called yet, and you know that you have some information. One, I know that it's scary. I know that you may be scared. But if there's a time in your life to do the right thing, this is it. And you just have to be brave. And go ahead and please call us. These people, we need you. We need you.
All right, so if y'all weren't wondering what the number is, it's right there. I know some people act like they don't see stuff. The number is 888-991-1772. 888-991-1772. Now listen, please don't call these people trolling these people or giving out false information or giving out false narratives. Please only call if you have actual information on these cases that can actually make a difference. If you actually know people involved, if you actually was there, if you actually saw something, please be the only people to call and to state your whatever your claim is on these lines. But that is the phone number. Shout out to them. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Attorney Park. And as Nolan's mother and father get ready to come, I cannot express to you how encouraged we are that we're going to get to the truth. I mean, so many things are coming to light, and we're going to get to the truth. We are not trying to cast aspersions on anybody. We want the truth. We want the truth. That's what we want. And like we said, if that implicates you or exonerates you, then you got to talk to your Lord. You got to talk to your God. But we want the truth and nothing but the truth. And if it was your child, you would want the same thing. And so that's why everybody who got children, you could understand the pain, the agony that this mother and father have been dealing with since 4th of July.
That's a fact. Yo, shout out to Lord Jefferson. What's up, Lord Jefferson? What's going on? Salute Izzy Bands, my Trinity brother. Yo, that's hilarious. Yo, shout out to you, Lord Jefferson. What's up? y'all are terrible. What's up? What's up, D-Town in the building? You. My man, Lord ADS is in here. Did I miss you, Lord ADS? What's up, Lord ADS? Did you come in and speak to me, brother? I missed you, brother, if you did. Shout out to Marcel. What up, Marcel? What's going on? Shout out to my man, Lord ADS. I ain't see you speak to me, but shout out to Lord ADS is in the building. Salute, salute, salute. If I missed you, I wasn't trying to dish you, Lord ADS. Shout out to you, good brother. What's going on? Speak Radio 81 is in the building. What's up, Speak Radio in the building? What's going on, man? Listen, because I'm behind in this press conference and we do still got to go over the Nancy Grace and Officer Tatum interview as reported by Big Kish. Make sure if Beyond Me welcome you to the show, make sure you put your questions or your comments that you want absolutely highlighted in a super chat or in a cash app. I appreciate you. My brother, Lord ADS, what's up, man? What's up? All right. So let's get back to this. Let's go. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Likes are free, man. Likes are free. Do like Jay said, hit the like button. Likes are absolutely free. So at least hit the like button. Thank y'all.
People came within hours of finding him saying, well, no foul play, just go on. How do you tell somebody just go on when my son is dead and nobody's giving us any answers? All those people out on that island, and you mean nobody know nothing? Nobody saw anything? No, we refuse to accept that nobody knows nothing. We're going to get to the truth. We're going to get to the truth. We're going to get to the truth, and it's starting to come to light because truth is light, and we're going to get to the truth. Y'all give it up for the mother and father of Nolan Wells, Elmore, and Christine. We're going.
Hey, shout out to Trucker Yale. What's going on here? Hey, just another show, brother. Shout out to you. What's up, Trucker Yale? What's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you, Trucker Yale. Let's get back to this.
I'm going to get to the truth.
Thank you all for being here today. It has been 27 days since we have been able to talk to our son, to hug him, to tell him we love him. This has been the most difficult time we have ever had. I want to tell you who Nolan was. Nolan was a God-fearing, God-loving child. He loved everyone. He was the person who would just make you feel comfortable just being in his space. He was never one to exclude. He always wanted everyone to be happy, to feel good, to have purpose. He would lift anyone up. It didn't even matter if he didn't know you. If you took that moment to just tell him a little bit about yourself, what you wanted to do with your life, right then and there, Nolan would be your biggest cheerleader. Today, we are begging, because I'm not too proud to beg. We are begging, if anyone knows anything, his friends, strangers, please call the hotline because we will not be able to rest until we get answers. But please understand that all of these distractions, these other questions that people, the attacks that people have sent our way, just know we will not be distracted. We are ready to do whatever we need to do as his parents to continue advocating for him because Nolan is not here. He is not here to speak for himself. He is not here to tell us what happened. So again, we will not rest until we get answers. And if you know something, you need to let us know. Please do not be afraid. Okay? Thank you all so much again. We truly appreciate your love and support.
I'm faced with a new challenge every morning, waking up, trying to process this. It's the biggest challenge I've ever had. I pretty much was raised up like a lot of you. I didn't have a lot, but I always said I wanted to give my children more than what I had. And I think me and my wife did that. We raised Nolan to love everyone, be kind to everyone, because it was just the right thing to do. As I got a lot of stuff going, but what I really want to say is, and like my wife said, if you know something, and you are really, if Nolan was really your best friend, or for the people who said that he was their friend, please come forward and tell us what you know. All we want to know is the truth. We're not blaming anyone. We just want to know the truth. Any parent want that. And also, the disrespect that's been coming toward my wife and my family. For any parent, no matter what race you are, they need time to grieve. A parent can't grieve.
Yo, y'all are wild. Y'all, y'all are something else, boy. Y'all are something else. Someone said he up there clapping like a seal. Someone said, Ogun say he up there clapping like a seal. Speak Radio say he up there clapping like a special needs child. I'm thinking, why the hell is he clapping so loud? Y'all are something else. I'm like, damn, that's a little loud. What's up, Easy One? What's going on, man? Shout out to Easy One. Yeah, may God, definitely bless that family, that man and that woman, that their family, their children. May God bless them. May God grant them ease and grant them peace of mind, as well as the other parents. Yeah, y'all are wild. Hey, he said, Hey, y'all are wild. Listen, support the show, support the stream. But I was thinking that is a little loud and rude, though. It is a little loud and rude. He is kind of clapping a little loud. I ain't gonna lie. Good was just keeping it funny. He is clapping loud. Let's go.
When you have people attacking them, attacking their jobs, attacking their character, just attacking them, period. Like, where's the empathy at? We as Americans, this is a diverse country. Not no one race made this country. We all made this race, made this country. So we all need to come together. And like I said, if you know something, please come forward and just call our attorneys, give them information, and they'll take it from there. Just help us out, and not just us, but all these families. All these families need answers. Anyone with information on any one of these cases, please come forward, because losing a child is something that you got to deal with for the rest of your life. Thank you.
Thank you. And President Mariel, I would just say the attacks, Christine has been a nurse for years, and she hasn't ever gotten negative reviews. But since she has been advocating to find out what happened to her 18-year-old son after he was washed up dead on Horn Island, sick people have been going on her company's website giving her negative reviews. Can you all imagine anything worse than that? That is a shame before God. They are just sick evil people who would attack this mother and this father for simply saying, we want to know what happened to our child. Don't worry, Christine. We standing with you. We are standing with you.
Are y'all giving her the money?
Yep. And next, we're going to have the mother of Daniel Irvin come and talk about her child and tell you what happened in her words. And then you'll hear brief remarks from attorney Sean DeRea.
All right, yo, we're gonna tap out. We're gonna tap out here on this particular case because our subject matter is really about the Nolan Wells case. So we're gonna tap out there. I do want to do more research into the Daniel Irvin situation. I've alluded to it several times, but we're gonna have to get to that at another time. So make sure y'all hit the like button. We're gonna get into it. Let's go. So shout out to Nancy Grace. Love her, hate her, or leave her. Yo, Nancy Grace, man. Hey, if you ever want your Nigma wake-up call, hey, Nancy Grace gave Officer Tatum his Nigma wake-up call. Wake up, Nigma, wake up! Because you definitely sleeping. You snoozing at the wheel. So let's check this out. This was extremely interesting. Shout out to Big Kish. Shout out to Big Kish. I want to review his review. So shout out to Big Kish. And then we're gonna open up the panel. Make sure y'all supporting the show, support the stream. Now, man, let's get it. Salute, salute, salute. Let's go.
Pressing race baitum Tatum. You heard that correct. Brandon Tatum was on the Nancy Grace show, and he looked bad, y'all. Watch this.
What happened to Nolan? Now, his mother, Christine, says when her son's phone was brought to the family, they had concerns because there were no pictures or videos on either of his Snapchat accounts. We've been trying to figure it out, but we're seeing through a mirror darkly. We don't know. But according to experts, a trail will be left if anything has been deleted, even if you delete it from the deleted file. Now, joining us, special guest, Brandon Tatum. You know him well. He's a former police officer with Tucson PD. That's what impresses me. What impresses a lot of other people is he is the star of The Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum, thank you for being with us tonight. Question to you. You interviewed, as we played at the get-go, several of Nolan's friends. Did they show you photos, videos, snaps of that day on Horn Island?
Well, Nancy, thank you so much for having me on. I spoke to 4 of the boys that are originally accused of being involved in Nolan Wells' death. And they did show me a lot of evidence.
Did they show you photos, videos, snaps of that day on Horn Island?
I want people to be very clear with this. I spent my career putting people in jail. My career is based on getting justice for people who have been done wrong. I've never been a defense attorney. So me going out and doing this was to find out what happened to Nolan Wells. And in talking to these young men, the burden of proof is they're going to have to prove to me. I'm not going to listen to what they say out of their mouth. They're going to show me. And in many cases, they showed me videos of Nolan on the island. They showed me videos of the boat when they were getting towed out, which is consistent with, kind of similar to what the phone call was. I mean, they showed me pictures of them with Nolan. They showed me phone records of them calling Nolan's mom.
Now, I want y'all to know in the beginning that is totally a setup question. Shout out to Nancy Grace. Can I give a seal clap myself? Shout out to Nancy Grace. Can I give the seal clap? I can't clap that loud. But shout out to Nancy Grace. That was a setup question because now she set it up for, well, look, she was definitely playing chess. She set it up for, hey, listen, so if these kids had their phones and was able to film and was able to video, why did they video and film and record, but Nolan didn't? Huh? Check. Check. That's a strong ass check. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not quite checkmate, but that's a strong ass check. All right. Shout out to Soros. He says she got almost $1 million off the fund site. She got her money scammed. Oh Lord. He's a content creator, not a journalist. Yeah, but us content creators need love too. Us content creators need love too. But let's get into it. Let's go. Ooh, wait, she set him up though. She set him up for that one. Let's see how he answered it and let's see what she says.
And all of the above. So they seemed very
All that don't say shit. And they still don't have on the same clothes that they had on when they was with Nolan.
consistent. They seemed very genuine. And they also proved to me some of the things that they had told me in the interview that I had with them that I have uploaded on my YouTube channel.
Officer Tatum, are you telling me that they had reception on Horn Island? Because Many people are saying, well, the reason that there's nothing on Nolan's phone of that day, like there's no pictures, there's no snaps, there's no text, there's no anything, not because it was deleted, but because he didn't have reception. But you're telling me the other boys did have snaps, photos, videos, and reception?
Yeah, no, Nancy, let me clarify this for you.
Don't stutter now, Ninja. Don't stutter now.
No.
Former prosecutor with nearly a decade of courtroom experience.
Sensational. 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 Kudos to Nancy Grace. Got him. Got him. Got him. She put him in a trick bag. All of a sudden, he's not as articulate as he was. Yeah, Tatum got cooked. You got served. Let's go.
Former prosecutor Nancy Grace is a former prosecutor. Rage Batum Tatum just said he never played a defense. That lets you know he's trying to defend the boys. Check it out, y'all.
Oh, Lord. Rage Batum Tatum.
It wasn't that they uploaded this online. They showed me videos and things that they took from the boat during the outing on 4th of July.
Duh, that's what she's saying, sir. Duh. That's what she's saying. Yeah, he was tap dancing, blinking and stuttering shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know much about this dude, but I know when someone is trying to cover up some shit. Let's go. Let's get it.
I was personally out at Horn Island. I rode out there on a boat, and I didn't have great reception there. And I left my phone in the boat when I got into the water, and we were actually going out to do interviews.
Objection. You've been in court long enough to know you're gonna get objections. You said you.
She's not playing. She said, shut your ass up. You're not used to this right here. You on my platform. Ain't nobody playing with you, boy.
Didn't have great reception, but you did have reception, did you not?
No, there was reception there. It just wasn't great, and it wasn't great enough for people, in my opinion, to upload. You can make a phone call potentially, but you wasn't going to upload data to a social media account. Now,
well, whoa. Objection, y'all. Objection. See, that's the bullshit. You don't have to put something on your phone. You don't have to put it directly to social media. That's not what they said. Uploading it to your phone is not the same as uploading it to social media. What are you talking about? See, this is the hoops that people go through to try to justify they BS. Not happening, B. Not happening. Come on, fam. What you think? We stupid? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Good people take the steps to do it if they're dedicated enough, yes. But it doesn't appear that would have been a frequent thing, given the fact that you probably had 1 or 2 bars out there. When I listened to the CETO call, you could tell that the call dropped out several times. It seemed like they were having trouble at times hearing each other. So it is consistent. And anybody that traveled out there that have gone to the 4th of July celebration, they know that the reception is not very great. So the videos that they showed me and call logs were things that were not associated to social media, that they never posted on social media. It was pictures and videos that they took on their phone.
Okay. Let me refine.
Eat them up, because listen, I haven't even seen this. This is right here. I haven't even seen this. But listen, he's just addressing the snaps. The mama said there was no video or no pictures from the 4th of July on his phone, period. That's beyond just Snapchat. That's period. No pictures, no videos from the 4th of July on his phone, period. No messages, no nothing. No nothing. No nothing. She ain't gonna softball you the way you softball Warren, sir. She's not gonna softball you the way you softballed Warren. She ain't gonna let you get away with the blatant dishonesty the way that you let Warren get away with the blatant dishonesty. It ain't gonna happen, Captain.
My question.
Uh-oh.
I take it from your last answer that the answer is yes, you had reception on Horn Island.
Yes, I did have reception on Horn Island.
Got him. Got him. Got him. If y'all want your comments highlighted read, do so through the super chat, through the Cash App. I appreciate y'all very kindly. Thank you.
She's a former prosecutor. Race Tatum is so used to just throwing shit out there and just hoping it stick. You can't do that in front of a person that's going to press your ass.
We just played that SEATOW call. It's 2 words, SEATOW, and it's kind of insurance that people have that are boat goers. And if you have a problem, SEATOW will come and tow you back to the mainland.
Get 'em.
They said they had a problem. They said they were taking on water. One of your takes is that all the chatter that we're hearing, wake up, Nolan, are you dead, Nolan, wake the F up, Nolan, could be referring to the battery, the bilge on the boat, that it's all unclear. Regarding the boat being disabled, apparently it was not.
9:56 a.m. The boat leaves the original dock.
What she's about to go over is, if they were sinking, why the hell did they do all this driving around in the boat if the bilge pump went out and if they were sinking? Understand, when they were speaking to that dispatch, she asked him, how far is the water in your boat? And he couldn't answer. She asked it, did it come up to the ankles? And he could not answer, y'all.
That from the real TikTok detective. The boat wasn't sinking. They told SEATOW it was sinking. What's the truth? Was it sinking and they repaired it? Did they have a leak and they repaired it and kept on SOP? Brandon Tatum joining us, former cop, now star of the Officer Tatum. Did the young man explain those travels we just identified?
Shout out to Jay Jermaine in the building. You can't trust either side in regards to this case. Both Crump and Tatum are frauds. One hides behind victimhood and racism, while the other hides behind white folks. He's a sucker MC. Yo, thank you very much to everybody that donated earlier. And thank you very much to my guy, Jay Jermaine.
God damn it, I like the way you do business.
Shout out to my guy, JD1975 as well. Thank you, JD. And Jay Lewis and Ogun and Saint Swarthy and TBE Trucker. Y'all be like them and support the show, support Train. I mean, let me get to Jade.
Hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
It don't matter what the situation, I'm just tryna climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine, 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 fine. No matter what the situation.
Yo, shout out to JD1975. I appreciate you, bro. He said he got that dumb nigma disease. He got the dumb nigma disease. Shout out to JD1975. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, good sir. Thank you very kindly. Let me see. Bridget M said, licking his lion nigma lips. Jay Lewis said, Tatum thinks he's a source. We think he's a clown. Oh, Lord. Yo, Emperor Co said, if your boat is sinking, you're not trying to drive it. Hell, you can't drive it. Oh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee. Okay. The audio seems authentic. Damn. Well, we're gonna find out for sure because Ben Crump and them got their experts on it to make sure and see if it's official tissue or not. All right. So let's get back to this. Shout out to the Nancy Grace. Let's see what she's talking about. Let's go.
Yeah, 100% they did that. I wish that people on the internet would have had an opportunity, and they can go look at the interview that I did with Warren, but they had an opportunity to actually talk to these young men to get this in perspective, because some people have no idea how boats function and how they work. They explained to me, they took me on a boat and showed me exactly where they went, where they docked, where did they, stop at, how did they get the bilge pump and the water out of the boat and all of the above. So they were sinking. They were taking on water. The water came up high enough
Did the young man explain those travels?
that the batteries weren't working. They had to get a tow to kind of tow them out.
Did the young man explain those travels?
Where you can see the young lady saying about 3 miles out. It's a complicated boat's jargon, but they ended up getting the boat out.
No, don't try to say nothing complicated. Go ahead and explain it. Since you want to be a damn defense, go ahead and explain what happened. What happened with the boat?
Ended up getting it to the point where they could run the water out of the boat through a hole in the boat that they ended up plugging. They explained all this. Anybody that does boating know exactly what they're talking about if you hear them explain it on the interview. So they have an explanation for all of these things. And not only that, Nancy, they showed me video of them on the boat, and Nolan was not on the boat. Nolan was not on the boat log. And there are people who saw Nolan on the island closer to around 6 p.m., which is far after they left, far after this phone call was made. I saw text messages from the young lady that Nolan was with, the young lady named Katie. I saw her text messages. In her text messages, she said that she heard the boys yelling for Nolan to get on the boat. He did not. She said in her text message that she did not see Nolan get on the boat he came on, which was Wyatt's boat, which is the boat that was sinking and they ended up leaving on. So it wasn't just a statement that they made on a podcast. They were actually showing me evidence to the contrary of what the mainstream YouTubers and some media outlets are putting out to people at large. And so I wish that people would go watch the interview or at least take some time to listen to these.
We did listen to the interview. We listened to it and broke it apart and seen that he was lying. If you don't believe me, this is a former Army interrogator. He breaks down the interview with Nolan Wells' fake friend. He poked holes all through this job.
Just like Izzy Bands did. Now, I need the brother job. I need the Army interrogator job because he ends up pointing out a lot of things. Shout out to Jolly. I was going to get to the Jolly, breakdown. Shout out to Jolly. I was going to get to his breakdowns. But remember when MRM was up here and Uncle Tom was up here and my man Blanco was up here and I was sitting there and I was asking him those questions. I was breaking it down like, yo, when his cadence is off and yo, he'll answer like this with this, but he'll answer like this with this. He keeps using absolutes and things that are not absolute. He keeps involving himself in things that have nothing to do with him. So I did Jolly's job first. Shout out to Jolly. I did your job first, Jolly. I did it. And I have none of that training that you talk about. But one thing I do know is I know people and I know communication and I know when people is full of shit. That's one thing. My full of shit detector is like on 20,000, god doggone. You know what I'm saying? So on 20,000. Now, again, I said the same thing Jolly had said, which was, and Jolly's interview came out after mine, by the way, just for the record. And I said the same thing that Jolly said. I said, listen, I'm not saying that the man is guilty. I'm not saying that the man is guilty. And I can't say what he did or didn't do. All I can say is that he's hiding something and he's not being totally forthright in what he's saying. There's something more to what he's saying than what he's saying. And I said that. I said that. And I was on the record saying it. So, hey, kudos to me. Kudos to me. Kudos to me. God doggone it. What you mean? Yo, you know it kills. He must have been paid well for this clown show. Oh, Lord. What's up, Irby Fatal? In the building. Salute to you, Irby Fatal. Yeah, exactly. I was on it. I was on that. And of course, I didn't know what I was talking about. I was reaching. I was being Stretch Armstrong. I was this. I was that. But let the white man tell y'all so y'all can believe me. Let the white man Jolly tell you so you can believe it. Go ahead, Jolly. Tell him.
I met his father. And I mean, in 8th grade, that's when Nolan and I got really close. It was COVID year. And we were in class all year long together, me and a couple of my buddies. And
we were in class all year long together, me and a couple of my buddies. Every time he mentions Nolan, I want you to notice that every time this guy mentions Nolan, he ropes in the friend group. He has to rope in the friend group because his relationship with Nolan is not this best friend, like a brother relationship that he's presenting it to be, which is why mom doesn't really know him. Because really, Nolan was just in the friend group, the general group of friends. It was an associative relationship, which is why the only way he can honestly give an answer right now is to rope in the friend group.
Nolan and I just got super tight because we get a Waffle House once a week together, eat. And I mean, we were just super, super close.
That's the first personal example he's given this entire interview is them meeting at Waffle House. That's what a personal example looks like when you're talking about a friend.
But his dad would swing by Waffle House, and like, hang out around us, but never, I was never around Nolan's parents a lot. But I mean, that didn't change our relationship. And Nolan and I were still just as close, and he was just as close with my friends as, anyone else. So.
As anyone else, because it's an associative relationship. Me and Nolan were just as close, and he was just as close with my friends as anyone else. he always has to bring in the friends because it's a friend group associative relationship.
I just wanted to prove that people are watching the interviews, people are listening to what they got to say, and they see the lies.
Or at least Benjamin Crump would have taken the time to reach out to the lawyers or reach out to these young boys to get their statements. So they're not wasting their time sending everybody on a rabbit trail when they could have just talked to these boys. And they could have, but they refused. Because I saw a message from Warren where he called Nolan's mom twice. I've seen messages from Warren's stepmother, Ashley, where she sent Nolan's mom a text saying, please reach out to me whenever you're ready. I would like to talk. Other parents I saw messages from who reached out to Nolan's mom saying, we need to talk. Can we talk? I'm available if you need to talk to us. I do not understand at this point.
Why didn't he mention when Nolan Wells' mother stood on that podium and corrected herself and said they did reach out? Why didn't he mention that?
And she ended up calling me, and I think I spoke with the mother. She put me on speakerphone, and I was like, hey, yes, I'm Christine. I'm Nolan's mom.
Why didn't he mention that? Because he wanted to paint this negative picture around them. That's why, y'all.
Why Benjamin Crump would go out and put misinformation out online when he had the availability to talk to these kids and clear these things up like I did before he presented the.
He didn't have the availability to talk. Hey, put a one in the chat if you believe that Benjamin Crump had the availability to talk to the kids on the other side. Put a one in the chat. Put any other number if you know good and God doggone well that's a MF and lie. Put one in the chat if you believe for a second that Benjamin Crump had the ability to talk to Warren and Tristan and them. Put a 2 or any other number in the chat if you know that's a God doggone lie. Because that's a lie. Because guess what? The kid that he could talk to, he talked to. He could talk to, what's that kid's name? Jalen, whatever. The little light-skinned dude. Right. He could talk to him, so he talked to him. He had a Zoom call meeting with him and his mom. Exactly. That's a damn lie. God doggone lie. Lying some more.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
This man is a liar. He just be lying. Goddamn lie. I'm some of my bitch.
Hey, Officer Taylor, man, come on.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Come on, man. Yeah, Javon, that guy. Yeah, Javon. They had a Zoom call meeting with Javon. Javon was, with the Javon and the mom, but even she kind of tapped Javon like, chill out. Don't be getting yourself in trouble, boy. But let's get to this. Let's go. And she the friend.
To the public. We also reached out to Benjamin Crump 4 times. And on the 5th time, they come back and tell us that the family is not doing interviews. We didn't ask to talk to the family. We asked to talk to the attorney, Benjamin Crump. Why? So we can come together as a community and solve what happened to Nolan Wells, not create.
Whoa, do you believe that? Whoa, okay, now that's new information. He's claiming that his team reached out to Benjamin Crump so that they could try to solve it together. I don't know about that. Officer Tatum alleged that he reached out to Crump. Now, I can't say he lied about that because I don't know. He said that he reached out to Crump. Y'all said gaslight. Y'all said devil. Oh, Lord. That he reached out to Crump and he was trying to work together to find the truth. That's what he wants, to get the truth, y'all. Officer Tatum just wants the truth. Why don't y'all believe it, TB Trucker? You saying, Bush, why don't you believe he just wants the truth? Jesus. I don't know. Gas mask lighting. Gas mask said gas mask lighting. Oh, Lord.
Stoke division, which is what I've seen from
Tatum,
Benjamin
that
Crump.
is exactly what we're trying to do. And I hear everything you're saying. And, I think like a prosecutor, my main goal is to find the truth of what happened to Nolan Wells. And one thing I cannot get away from is the medical exam. I'm trying to get to tonight's news, which I'm going to get to.
Go.
Randy and Bunny on TikTok have their interpretation of that. Watch this.
Detail assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village phone stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. We're going down there.
That from Randy and Bunny on TikTok.
There's 2 big.
How far is whoa, I didn't hear that part of the conversation. I never heard that part of the conversation. She said, How far is the water coming up? I don't know. We're just thinking, what the freak? As this other woman is demonstrating, like, yo, that's some bull crap. She showed the bilge pump. She showed how many inches in the bilge pump, but she showed that, you know, it's basically a foot, you know what I'm saying, a foot, you know, her foot in there deep. Like, yo, you didn't know how far the water is coming up? I don't know. We're just thinking, huh? Oh, no, I ain't even heard that one. I ain't even heard that one yet. I'm about to open up this panel. Y'all support the show to help us do it.
Of a gap between when Nolan Wells passed away and when y'all did y'all interviews. Why did y'all wait so long? And now how all of a sudden y'all got dates, y'all got times that you continuously mention. A regular person is not going to be able to remember all these damn times. Y'all practiced with that judge, allegedly with your stepmother. And now this is why you always repeating your dates. I want y'all to see how good she is.
Have the friends taken polygraphs?
Well, from my understanding, all but I believe one took a polygraph. And from what was told to me, that they all passed. And all of the ones that took a polygraph took one without a lawyer.
Now I want y'all to listen. This is very important. This is very important because
Goddamn lie. Some of my bitch.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
This man is a liar. He just be lying.
all right, he got caught. He got caught.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
He got caught, y'all. He got caught. Oh, Lord. So now let's rewind this. She asked him a very direct question. Did any of the kids take a lie detector test? Now, it looks like when he's lying, he has some very significant tells as well. But we'll get to that another day. But let's go. I'm going to observe him a little bit more to see if this is consistent, but I could already see some of his tells. Let's go.
Well, from my understanding, all but I believe one took a polygraph. And from what
now I want you to see his blink rate too. God dog, his blink rate is going crazy.
Was told to me that they all passed. And all of the ones that took a polygraph took one without a lawyer. And they cooperated with law enforcement. So from my understanding, everybody took a polygraph test.
So that's 3 polygraph confessions. 3 polygraph confessions back to back. His blink rate is crazy. And wow. But anyway.
What you understand, did they tell you they took a poly test?
Yes, ma'am. They told me that they did it. I wasn't there. So
yes, ma'am. Big eyes.
That's what I'm saying from my understanding. They told me that all the boys except one, which is Warren, I believe, took a polygraph test. All of them did not have lawyers and did
4 polygraph.
Did it and cooperated with police. Warren also cooperated with police. I just believe he didn't take a lot to take the test, but Warren is.
Now it's switched. Okay. So here we go. It's switched. So 4 polygraph, now it's lie detector test, okay? So it's 4, he said polygraph, even though they repeated it multiple times, I just stuck to when they, they did. So it's 4 polygraph confessions. Now he switched when he talking about Warren. I think Warren was the only one that didn't take a lie detector test. Now let's go back to the astute, wonderful hearing ear of Miss Nancy Grace. Shout out to her. She must have been very good at what she did. Let's go.
The young man that I interviewed. So according,
one of the most important persons that we need to take a polygraph test didn't take it. This is all hearsay. We're going to.
But my boy, shout out to Big Kish. What you didn't even catch is none of them took a polygraph test. None of them took a polygraph test, Big Kish. Not a one.
Get the truth on what happened to Nolan Wells. Check it out.
According to what they told me, they all took a lie detector test and passed. And it's an equivalent of a lie detector test. It's not a traditional lie detector test.
Oh my God, bruh. Oh my God, bruh.
Oh my God. Bruh.
Now it's the equivalent of a lie detector test. They didn't take an official lie. What the freak? Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, come on. I know you effing lying.
Wait, what?
No, you effing lying. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, just real fast. Hold on. Let's listen to the lies.
Take a polygraph test, didn't take it. This is all hearsay. We're going to get the truth on what happened to Nolan Wells. Check it out.
according to what they told me, they all took a lie detector test and passed. And it's an equivalent of a lie detector test. It's not a traditional lie detector test, but it's the same theology of
What did
trying
they
to get to if a person is lying. I don't know the name of it. It's an equivalent of a lie detector
not
test. It's
a
a different methodology. Yeah, I don't believe it was a polygraph test. I believe they took other stressors in order to analyze
So
different
then
people.
She got him sweating.
Yeah, he stuttered. Yo, fam. Yeah, TJ. Yeah, he should stay. He should have sat this one out. TJ, yo, TJ, he should have sat this one out, player. A polygraph is a polygraph. Ain't no alternative. None. Hey, yeah, that's your man's. That's your man's. What change your man? That's your man's. Backtracking. He started moonwalking like Michael Jackson, man. He started walking back. He started, and I don't know the man. I don't got nothing against him. I promise you, I don't. I have not seen enough videos from him to that. Yeah, you did tell me he was a suck MC. You did tell me that. You did tell me that. Too arrogant to sit out. Hey, what? Come on, Tatum. Tell us the truth without telling us the truth. Keep talking. Listen, he started backtrack. He mentioned polygraph 4 times. He said that them boys took a polygraph 4 times. He doubled down on it. He doubled down on it. 4 times he said it, and then he switched it. Why? Come on, man. Let's go back a little bit. Look, he happy. Let's go back. Shout out to Big Kish.
Test, but it's the same theology of trying to get to if a person is lying. I don't know the name of it. It's an equivalent of a lot of.
Now you know everything else. You know everything else. My man called him race baitum Tatum. That's hilarious. You know everything else. But now you don't know the name of the alternative test besides a polygraph test. You know everything else, brother, don't you? Don't you, brother? You know everything else, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It's a different methodology. Yeah, I don't believe it was a polygraph test. I believe they took other stressors in order to analyze.
So then
she got him sweating.
The answer to did they take a polygraph would be no.
No.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
I think
Let's
it's
go.
semantics because they took a test to analyze whether or not they were being truthful in their statements, and that certified test they passed it. It just wasn't considered a traditional polygraph. I think it's a more advanced way of doing it.
Gosh, she's not playing.
In a nutshell, Joe Scott, there's a difference between a polygraph, which measures all sorts of body signals, your sweat, your breathing, your heart, your blood pressure, all sorts of things, and an audio verification test. Big difference.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video right there because I got a lot of editing to do. As y'all can see, I went past 27 minutes and I want to get this video out to y'all before the night is over. But do y'all like the way Nancy Grace handled race baitum Tatum? I loved it. And this is what I like about professionals speaking the truth. Because you got a lot of professionals out there who is in a certain profession, but they refuse to use what they learned for the truth.
And in other words, shout out to Big Kish. In other words, he's talking about Officer Tatum because someone said it in the chat, and I apologize that I missed it. Said, wasn't he a detective? Shout out to TJ. Said, you would think a trained officer would be able to pick up on these inconsistencies. Just saying, yo, he should have been able to pick up on it. But if he has an agenda and if he's just trying to push a narrative, then of course he wouldn't use it in that particular way. He's just has an agenda and trying to push a narrative, and finding the truth does not seem to be his agenda. Proving those boys' innocence seems to be his agenda, and I only can say for seems because I don't know him personally. Yo, I'm gonna open up this panel. I want to know what y'all think about all of this. What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all feelings? We're gonna get into it. We're gonna deep dive a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna deep dive a little bit. Oh, but listen, I don't care if she's listen, bro. I'll be honest with you, Nina Bishop. I don't care why she's doing it. I'll be honest. I just want to get to the truth. And if you're like me, you just want to get to the truth. I don't care why she's exposing his bias or why she's exposing his prejudice or why she's exposing his bullshit, period. Like, if he being a bullshit ass person, then expose his bullshit. Like, it don't matter if it's to further her career or to make her the great white hype. I could care less, bro. I'll be honest with you. I just want the truth, like I'm sure many other people want the truth. And if people are not trying to tell the truth, then they need to get out the way so the truth could be found, no matter who it is, on whatever side of the fence it is, on the Officer Tatum side of the fence or the Ben Crump side of the fence. If they start doing a bunch of lying and a bunch of ad libs and trying to pretend and fake just to get outraged, I don't want none of that on their side. In the same way on the other side either. Shout out to Nancy Grace, Justice for Nolan. Money Bando said, what's up, Money Bando? Make sure y'all support the show, Sports Stream. I just dropped the link. I'm about to pin it to the top of the chat. Bear with me. Let's go ahead and support the show, support the stream now. Help us reach our goal. Help us reach our goal today.
Hey, hey, hey. If you're laughing, show love. Show love. If you're learning, show love. Show love. If you're vibing, show love. Don't you watch? Support it. The lights are free. The hearts are free. The shares are free. But this show ain't free. If you rock with Izzy, show mad love. Let's get busy. Let's get right. Let's go up. Let's run it up. Everybody up. Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat. Hey. Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat. Hey. You know what to do. You know what to do. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Let's go. Show that love. Show that love. Show that love. Let's go.
Can I get a love? Can I get a support?
Support.
Can I get a let's build?
Let's build.
One community, one family, one vibe, one mission.
Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat. Hey. Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat.
Send that ish, send that ish, send that ish, send that ish.
Send it.
Send that ish, send that ish, send that ish.
Send it.
If you rock with the movement, let's keep moving. If you love what you're seeing, help us keep it rolling.
Send that ish.
Send that ish, send that ish, send that ish.
Send it.
Send that ish, send that ish, send that ish.
And stop scrolling.
And stop scrolling.
Yes, sir. Support the show, Sports Street. Help us reach our goal. Help us reach our goal today. Dope discussions deserve dope donations. Compensation for the conversation. Let's do good business. Shout out to J. Jermaine with the 440. Jules with the Uncle Alert. Thank you for the 10 Jules. Gold coin. Yo, I appreciate you, J. Jermaine. Y'all be like J. Jermaine. Support the God dog on the show. Hit that like button, man. Support the show. Make it rain, man. Make it rain. Matter of fact, make it rain, man. Make it rain like J. Jermaine, man.
Cash app. Everybody. Hit the cash app. Yeah. Hit the cash app.
The Cash App during this stream.
Make it rain. Make it rain. Make it rain. Make it rain. Where's the cash app? Hit the cash app. Support Izzy Bands. Make that cash stack. All you gotta do is smash $sign IZSHOVANZ. We're ready to shine. Spread love, not war, and show more love so we can be fine.
Cash App from Izzy Bands. Yeah, bruh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Trucker Yell? Trucker Yell's in the building. Good to see you, man. What say you on the subject?
Can you hear me?
Hey, I don't know what the coins are, JJ, man. You could just send a super chat. Just send a regular super chat. I don't know nothing about the coins, man. Just send a regular super chat or send a cash app. I don't know, JJ, man. Don't get me to lie to you, but I appreciate you supporting however you support. Yeah, Trucker, we can hear you. What say you, man? What's up, Truck?
Hey, that was a boy. She was hitting that dude with a machete all the way around. Ooh. Had that boy rolling down the street. You know what I noticed? The need to be right seems to be like his weakness.
Mm.
in the situation.
Mm.
I also think for a person that's always trying to say, well, racism ain't got nothing to do with this, he sure enough demonstrating it.
What makes you say he's demonstrating racism? Help me understand what you mean by that.
It's not the first time. Like it's weird. Like it's weird how he can interview only the white folks, but he never interviewed the black folks. Not one time.
Okay. Well, I haven't watched him enough or seen enough to substantiate that one way or another. I don't know.
No, not you, but see, if it was genuine, he was just trying to find out the truth. Why not have a conversation with the parents too?
Well, he claimed that he was trying to get in contact with the parents. That's part of his claim through Attorney Crump to get to the truth. That's what his claim is. So I only can speak to his claim.
You believe that crap?
I don't know enough. I don't know enough to believe it or not believe it, but I could tell you that he definitely lied about the polygraph thing.
Oh, exactly. Actions speak louder than words. He been lying this whole time throughout this interview with the white lady, because the white lady wasn't on that BS. She asked the questions that was needed, and he gave an answer. And the detective says he been lying and trying to cover up the whole time. That's how I look at it. Because, like you said, there is way more truth that they are not trying to put out. It's too prevalent. Like you can see it. You know something ain't right, and yet you still trying to defend these folks. You still trying to defend these folks because you don't want to admit to yourself that you was wrong. You don't want to be wrong.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
I just want to know who verified this, right? Sometimes the biggest story isn't the claim. It's who decided the claim was good enough to repeat. And the thing that really is fascinating me about this whole situation is in the age of Google, we don't just fact check information. We outsource fact checking to personalities we already trust, right? But what happens when the information being repeated deserves another look? I mean, I just think that Officer Tatum, the pride situation is something I really hadn't considered. I think that is a good take on it. Just his personal pride, his personal ego is in the way and keeping him from being able to admit that he's wrong or that he doesn't want to take an L on being wrong. However, I just think that the simpler question is who verified whatever he's talking about and whatever he allowed Warren to say or not say before it spread. Who verified it? Did he verify this stuff? He's going off of what they said. Yeah, the boys told me that they did this, that they did that. Well, I don't think I don't think it was really a polygraph test. It was just something that's as effective as. No, it's not. Like, what are we talking about here? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah. Once they sat there and said, well, it's somewhat similar, automatic, you lied. It's automatic, and you didn't take one at all. Well, it was just, it just went by their feelings. The poly test that they took was by their feelings. So basically, you didn't take one. No, I'm just saying, though, it was just by their feelings. Bro, you full of shit. We know you full of shit. Like, come on, dog. You know what's something wrong with that. Insane.
And like I said, I was Jolly. I might do some of Jolly's breakdowns because I didn't get a chance to really see his breakdowns. At the same time, there was a lot in that first interview with Warren in the breakdowns of interviews that I saw that was really wrong. There was a lot wrong with that. Like it was a lot of indications of red flags and flags of not really being forthright or honest. And again, that doesn't say that he's guilty or he deleted anybody. It just does say for whatever reason he's withholding some things and not being totally forthright. Shout out to Abby Water, peace, Abby Water. What's going on? So yeah, I want to do that. I want to go to Jolly. I want to go to Jolly and see what.
But you see how the times keep. Remember, at first it was 3 o'clock, then it shot up to 4:30. Now it's 6 p.m.
No. But okay, so let me clarify that. That never changed. So that's the timeline that remember when I had the Facebook post of the stepmother, the judge.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see the
Okay.
post.
Well, the other day I had the Facebook post of the judge who's the stepmother. And in that post, and that was like maybe a day or two after they found Nolan, in that post, she established that timeline of the last time that Warren and them, Warren told her the last time they seen Nolan was at 3 o'clock. And then they left the island at 4 o'clock because they was having bilge pump issues and they were afraid that the boat was going to sink. That timeline, the first establishment of that timeline came from the stepmother, who is the judge, on her Facebook post. So that has been the consistent theme that Warren said over and over again in the Officer Tatum interview. What he was trying to establish was that the last time I saw Nolan was at 3 and we left at 4:30. However, in the conversation, that seemed to have got convoluted because the way he said it, and I don't know if it's, if it was a Freudian slip or whatever, it made it seem like right before they left to get on the boat, they were telling Nolan to get on the boat, but he never really broke the time frame verbally, saying, "Oh no, we talked to Nolan at 4:30," but he did break it as far as if you go follow his conversation. It seems as if they were saying before they left, they were screaming at Nolan to get on the boat, and Nolan refused to say he was going to stay there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what Tatum said 6 p.m. That's why I said,
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Tatum said that 2 other people were witnesses to Nolan on the island at 6 p.m. That's a whole different scenario.
Okay, cool. My bad. Yeah. That's my mistake.
That's a whole different scenario. We gotta make sure we're exact with what we're saying.
Mix it up. I don't want to mess it up. My apologies. But yeah, just this whole situation is nasty, man. It's like the evidence y'all know y'all know exactly what happened, but y'all just trying to make people forget. I don't think it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I don't know if we can say that. I don't know if we can say that either. I don't know that we can say without a shadow of a doubt that they know exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because that would prove that they're guilty. If he knows exactly what happened, he's guilty at least for being an accessory of a deletion. So I can't say with a clear conscience that he knows exactly what happened. What I can say is that he is there's a certain level of dishonesty and there's a certain level of things that he's holding back. Like he's not telling everything, but I can't say that he knows exactly what happened because I don't know.
So he doing half truths and not the whole truth.
It seems that way. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. You know what that means, right? I mean, you telling half truths. I mean, you're guilty.
Well, that don't mean that don't necessarily mean you're guilty. It means that that don't necessarily mean you're guilty.
I mean, you did something, which is why you're trying to save your ass. You know something, you did something that you weren't supposed to be doing, and you try to make people get on your side, but because you know when people actually hear the truth, people gonna turn around and look right back at you and say, "Yeah, you was full of shit. We knew you." See, that's what I'm saying. You did this, or you know, like, come on, bro. Like, again, if you innocent about this, like they keep saying they are, tell the whole truth. There shouldn't be no stuttering up for a whole mile just to get a whole truth, bro. There ain't no repetitive, same talk and all this other bullshit. Like, it's just too much. The test is, they ain't even do the damn biopsy right. The first one. You don't know, it's just too.
but hold on, that's not necessarily true. Hold on, Trucker. That's not necessarily true either. We cannot say that they didn't do the biopsy right or whatever the case may be. That's not necessarily true.
Hold on, the one guy on the what's her name, Nancy show.
Mm-hmm.
The one with well, he did. He said something. He said, "Well, the thing is that they kind of took too long to actually examine the body, and then they didn't do the one test to see if he actually drowned or not."
Well, no, that's not okay. So you kind of confusing some stuff, bro. The first autopsy never came out. They sealed it. The district attorney sealed the first autopsy, which was done right away. The second autopsy, meaning the independent autopsy. Go ahead and mute real quick while I'm doing this because you got back. The second autopsy, which was done by the independent autopsy, they didn't have the throat and they didn't have the lungs. They didn't have the stuff to be able to determine whether it was drowning and what, because they had not been in communication with the first autopsy at that time. So, and the first autopsy at that time had not been completed. So, yeah, that's not exactly accurate. The thing of it is when the second autopsy happened, the independent autopsy, they didn't have all the information. And Ben Crump just said in the press conference that they're working to try to coordinate with the first autopsy to be able to get the missing information and tie it together. Go ahead.
You trying to tell me they did a half-ass autopsy?
No, that's what you're hearing. I'm not telling you that. That's what you're hearing. Who are you saying did a half-ass autopsy?
The first one, not the second one.
No, that's not what I'm telling. No, that's not. I'm telling you opposite of that. I'm telling you that we don't know if they did a half-ass autopsy because those results haven't come out yet. We don't know anything about the first autopsy to say one way or another intelligently. That's what I'm telling you.
Right, I hear what you're saying, and that's what I was trying to get to the white dude who was actually, I guess, did the exam, or was one of the people that did the exam. They didn't fully test. They didn't fully test.
He didn't do the exam, bro. He didn't do the exam, bro. That's false information. I can't let you put out that false information on my show, and then people be like, "Yo, Izzy Bands said." Izzy Bands said none of that.
Okay. I know he didn't do the exam. I'm saying one of the people that's in the field was basically saying that he's hoping that they actually did the certain test to check to see if he drowned or not. If not, then that means basically that they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's probably one of the main things they check for. But the fact that they kept back the throat is an indication that they're looking into some other things as well. Because if it was just straightforward that he drowned, I'm sure that information would have already been released. The fact that they're, but the toxicology does take a while. They said at least 6 weeks, and can be up to 6 months. I don't know why, but they said the toxicology takes a while. But the throat could be an indication that there was some other things that happened, and so they got the body without the throat. So they have to wait on that.
Hey, Mr. Senator, who's making a mockery of the black community? I'm just wondering who's making a mockery.
Let's get to this. In the meantime, between time, let's go. Let's see what Jolly had to say. Shout out to Jolly. And Jolly, in case y'all don't know, Jolly was an Army interrogator, he's a former Army interrogator, and so he is trained to specialize into speech pathology, and communications, and a bunch of other things. All right. So listen. Well, I don't know. We can't say that either, Cole, because there's been a few black women medical examiners that said sometimes it could take up to 6 months. The white woman medical examiner said that too. So we can't say that necessarily it's a cover up if it takes longer than 6 to 8 weeks. So, but let's get into this. So what he did was he looked at the Warren portion of the interview. And when he looked at the Warren portion of the interview, he had some questions. So let's see the breakdown. I didn't get a chance to watch this all the way through. I just heard some of what he was saying on Don Lemon. Shout out to Don Lemon. And shout out to Jolly. Fair use. This is Jolly Green Giant. I think it's his channel. If y'all want to check him out. But a Jolly Good Ginger. I'm sorry. Jolly Good Ginger is his channel. All right. Jolly Good Ginger. And as you see, he has a Congressional Black Caucus PAC shirt on. So shout out to Jolly for that too. That's cool, I guess. Let's get into this. He got a Congressional Black Caucus shirt on. Oh, Lord. Let's go.
Their reputation for creating and spinning a narrative in the favor of the way he wants it to be presented. So it's very telling to me that this is the channel that these guys decided to break their silence on. But nonetheless, let's jump into the interview and let's start kind of listening to what Warren says. And let me explain to you where he's being deceptive and why. Let's get into it.
All right, Warren, we had a chance to get to know each other over the last 2 days. Went out to Horn Island. So I've had an opportunity to talk to you about a few things. And the things that you've told me have literally blown my mind. But the world haven't had a chance yet to hear your story, to hear Nolan's story through you, through his friend.
To hear Nolan's story through you. Listen, I'm going to talk a lot during this interview about how the interviewer, in this case, Officer Tatum, who I believe is a former police officer, and depending on what duties he had as a police officer, I don't know his resume at all. He may or may not have been trained in questioning and interviewing and interrogation. Some police officers are. And if he has been trained in interviewing and questioning interrogation, then he's doing this on purpose, or he's just doing it on purpose because he just understands interviews. But he's leading the listener, he's leading the interview, and he's leading the person he's interviewing, the interviewee.
Did you want to add something, Chuck?
No, I said that's a good point. Everybody keeps saying he's an officer. What type of officer? Majority of the time, was you sitting at the desk? Because that's what it seemed like to me. Go ahead, continue on.
He's leading them along for things to be said that aren't being said. You can't tell, this guy can't tell Nolan's story. The evidence will tell Nolan's story, but not this guy. But anyway, it's very important that he chose that language.
And it's not just you, it's a bunch of y'all. But, you know, some of the other guys were afraid because of the threats and the violence that's been threatened against their lives and all of the above.
It's very important that he said that because he is setting the stage. Why is he the one guy who came forward to tell the story? Because everybody else is scared to tell the story because they keep getting death threats from the internet. Warren's mom is a judge. This is calculated. You can't convince me otherwise. Warren's mom is a judge, and that's who they allowed to come on and break the silence first on a very safe, curated interview.
All right. So again, so y'all know Warren's mom is Miss Ashley Cole, who is the judge. All right. His stepmom is Ashley Cole, who is the judge. So again, that's important to note. Warren is the one with the mom that is the judge. In my opinion, Tatum seems to be a patrol officer, never made it to detective. Oh, Lord. Right. Every officer isn't trained to be a detective. Yeah, that's true. The evidence would tell the story, not Tatum. Yeah, that's a fact, Money Bando. Shout out to y'all. All right. Make sure y'all supporting the show. In the meantime, between time, let's go.
Where their story would not be challenged or pushed against. And I am convinced, and I'll show you why in the language that Warren uses, I am convinced that his mother, who is a judge, gave him a lot of guidance and instruction on how to give this interview and answer these questions.
But you decided that you wanted to take this bold step and give a statement
because
and, you know, get your side out here. And I want to start at the very beginning of all of this and ask you, what was your relationship like with Nolan? Who was he to you?
Notice the question, what was your relationship like with Nolan? Notice the question. The question's important. When you're talking about analyzing people's language and body language and all of that, you have to understand the context of the question.
Nolan, I could describe Nolan in a million ways. I mean,
I could describe Nolan in a million ways. I'm not going to, but I could. See, when you're an interrogator, when you're trained to listen to what people say, you got to listen to what people say. I could describe him in a million ways, but that means he's not going to.
Nolan was not just a best friend of me, but he was a brother. I grew up.
It's important that he said that Nolan was not just a best friend to me, but he was a brother. Please remember that.
Through elementary, middle school, high school, and even our freshman year of college, we talked on the phone all the time.
Shout out to Ogun said, at some departments, detectives and police officers are the same rank, just perform different duties. Okay, shout out to that. Shout out to that. Oh, please what? CJ Brooks. CJ said, oh, please what? Let's get to it.
Time we were really close friends, and Nolan was like a brother to me, and
I said that twice.
Nolan lit up every room he walked in. He always had a smile on his face. He always had something good to say. I've never seen Nolan get in an argument with somebody and say bad things about someone. There's a lot of people that talk crap nowadays, and Nolan was never that person. Sweetest soul ever. And I had a great relationship with Nolan. I've never gotten an argument with Nolan. We were super close, and I've never said.
Really? What part of Alabama, Mr. Senator World said he was a cop down here in Alabama? Really? What part of Alabama was he a cop at? I don't know about that, Mr. Senator World. What part of Alabama was he a cop at, man? Let me know.
I want to know that. Go ahead. If he in that Ansley area, well, you crooked.
I just want to know what part of Alabama he's a cop at. Shout out to that.
Or will ever have anything bad to say about Nolan Wells.
I want you to notice that in that entire description,
Arizona.
he described Nolan generically. Someone who's not Nolan's best friend or like a brother could have described.
Okay, yeah, I thought it said Tucson, Arizona. I thought it said Tucson. That's what I thought. I thought it said Tucson. Okay. Hold on, man. Whatchamacallit? See, I thought he said Tucson, Arizona. Whatchamacallit said Alabama. So that's what I was asking. That's what I was asking when he said Alabama. I was wondering because I thought they said Tucson, Arizona. That's what I thought. Go ahead, man.
No, it makes sense now. If it's Arizona, then yeah, I can see why he moved the way he moved. Crooked. I got you. Got it. Go ahead.
He's in Fort Worth now. Oh, so he's in Texas. Okay. Yeah, Tucson. Okay. Not Alabama. Why you say? Oh, he was in Alabama. I heard him say it. No, he didn't say he was in Alabama, man. You didn't hear right, man. He didn't say he was in Alabama. He said Arizona. He said Tucson, Arizona, bro. He wasn't no cop in no Montgomery, Alabama. Stop it, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. He said Tucson, Arizona, bro. Coach said he was only on Tucson PD for 6 years. Okay. Arizona. Y'all support the show. Exactly, Cole. I know in New York, people are promoted to detectives, but in a lot of places, patrol officers and detectives can conduct investigations and, if needed, obtain search warrants. Why is Tatum an ex-cop? Was he kicked out? I don't know, Bridget. I'm not sure about that. Y'all got to answer. Was Tatum kicked out of being a cop? Why did he stop being police? Why did he stop being police?
Right, Nolan. Hey, every time I saw Nolan, he had a smile on his face. I've never seen the guy be mean to anybody. He lights up every room he walks into. These are things you describe people that you just know about in your life. That's not how you describe people that you are very close to. When you describe people that you're as close to as this guy claims to be, you describe personal relationship. You describe a personal connection. You describe things that only you as a friend would know, right? Think about how you would describe your friend. You would give personal examples. This one time we did this. You would do something that was more personable than this generic description of Nolan. And I'm going to show you in the rest of his language why I believe that his relationship with Nolan was more of just a general friend relationship. Like they all kind of hang out in the same circles. So he interacted with Nolan a lot by virtue of that association, but it's an associative relationship, not a best friend like brother relationship. I don't believe that.
Yeah. And you guys, you said you kind of grew up together. Mm-hmm. Did you know his mom or how was that? Because I saw in the media where it appears that she may have said, at least I saw in part that she said as if she didn't know any of you guys.
Right.
It's important that mom said that. First of all, we're not going to brush off what Nolan Wells' mother said. She said, she implied, as Officer Tatum said here, she doesn't really know these guys that well that are claiming to be his best friends. That's very important. I have kids. I know who their friends are. If you've got kids, you know who their friends are. So when I hear mom say, I don't really know these guys, That matters to me because as a parent, if she don't really know you that way, then maybe the relationship is not as.
Y'all gotta stop just throwing stuff out here, man. Listen. So I looked it up. He never was in Alabama, man. Y'all gotta stop. He never was in Alabama, bro. You might have met him in Alabama. He never worked in Alabama, bro. I'm looking at his life, man. Y'all gotta stop just throwing stuff out there, bro. He was born in Fort Worth, Texas. Tatum was an All-American football player at Dunbar High School. His father, Bobby Tatum, was a deputy chief in the Fort Worth Fire Department. His great-uncle, Jack Tatum, was an Ohio State All-American NFL All-Pro. Tatum was featured in the U.S. Army All-American game where he showcased, okay, cool. Then he moved to daggone Arizona. He went to Arizona State. He went to Arizona State is what this says. Hold on real quick. Let me go. Phoenix. So it says his hometown was Fort Worth, Texas. His resident is Tucson, Arizona. His current base, Scottsdale, Phoenix area, and I apologize. I'm not trying to dox the man. I'm just looking it up. I'm not doxing him, but it just says, now I don't want his specific home address, but it says that he went to school in Arizona. Come on, man. You got to relax. Y'all just be putting out stuff. And never said nothing about no damn Alabama anywhere. Can y'all chill? It never said nothing about no Alabama anywhere. Can y'all please stop putting out unsubstantiated information? And no one asked about where it was at anyway. Jesus Christ. Y'all didn't get people in trouble. Y'all just be saying stuff. Shout out to the Raging Rooster said, not saying this happened to him, but most black cops that get kicked off of the force is because they harass women. Yeah, and not saying that happened to him. Not saying that's because of him. All right. Are you from Montgomery? You want Tatum to be from your hometown? You in Montgomery, Alabama? You in Montgomery, Alabama? Mr. Center of the world, right? They just be saying stuff, but they don't care. They don't care what they say. Y'all support the show, man. Y'all support the show, support the stream. If y'all want me to read y'all comments, support the show, support the stream. I mean, let's get to it. I'll just be saying stuff.
Close as you claim it is. And when I listen to the rest of the words that Warren is about to say, Warren's words, the deceptive behavior of his words, makes me believe Mom. Listen to this.
Well, Nolan a lot of the times was at like my house and
quick deflection out because we weren't over there. He was over at my house. We weren't over at his house.
At my buddy's house. We never went to Nolan's house and hung out. I mean, and my friend group's very, very tight knit.
My friend group. He mentions a group.
I mean, we hang out every day when
we hang out. The group.
We're back home from school. In high school, we hung out most weekdays and every day on the weekend. And
we hung out. He's not talking about him and Nolan. He's talking about his friend group. You have to listen to the words people say. He said, my friend group. He didn't say me and Nolan. He didn't say me and Nolan hung out every day. And me and Nolan were tight-knit. And me and Nolan hung out on the weekends. He said, my friend group. But let's back it up. I want you to listen to it. I want you to hear the words he says. Very, very important. Back this up just a little bit.
Never went to Nolan's house and hung out. I mean, and my friend group's very, very tight-knit.
My friend group's very tight-knit. And from this point on, everything he describes is his friend group, not him and Nolan.
I mean, we hang out every day when we're back home from school. In high school, we hung out most weekdays and every day on the weekend. And I mean, we were never at no.
I want to skip a little bit. Let me skip a little bit. Let me see. Hold on.
Fucking place. So they probably coached him right here. Watch the edit. You can see the edit.
4th of July.
Started 4th of July.
You know, my buddies and I had talked about this week.
My buddies and I had talked about this weeks in advance.
Weeks upcoming.
So you just did timeline jump.
You know, everybody's very, very excited for the 4th of July from down here. Like it's a big thing.
It's a big deal. Huh?
Very, very big deal. And I mean, I actually stayed with Nolan that night at my buddy's house, and
I stayed with Nolan. He's using that language so that you'll feel like him and Nolan are just so tight. I stayed with Nolan at my buddy's house,
right?
So you stayed with your buddy, and Nolan just happened to be there, but you're misrepresenting the nature of your relationship.
I woke up at my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's.
You see it now. I ain't even gonna tell you anymore because now you're starting. Now I've trained you.
Nolan's got food. Nolan.
We went to McDonald's and got food.
Nolan was not with me.
Nolan was not with me. Me and my buddy woke up and went and got food. Nolan was not with me. My brother, my homie, my bestest friend in the widest world. He went with me.
And I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck. And well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back. And
here's the timeline jump again. Y'all getting trained at you. You start to figure it out, ain't you? What? He's all over the map. Anytime somebody's all over the map, when you're asking about an event that should be sequential, it's very deceptive. It's red flags like a motherfucker. If I was doing an interrogation, I'm going to be all over this timeline right now, especially when we're talking about the timeline of the morning of the event in question. If you're doing an investigation, interrogation, and you have an event in question, and we're talking about the timeline the morning of, it is very problematic to have this many red flags in the sequence of events of the morning of. I'm going to play back the morning.
Bars. See, and listen, we didn't even review this part of it, but that's bars. Even before he got to the part where I was going crazy at, it's all of this, even before that. All right? Y'all got any questions, concerns, cries of outrage? Do so through the super chat, through the Cash App. Help us reach our goal. Help us reach our goal today. Nobody else is giving you this, man. Nobody else is giving you this. So y'all support the show, support stream. You know what I mean? This is where you can kind of get to kind of the truth within what's being said and kind of understand a little bit better where to look. I'm gonna be real with you. Where to look. Yo, Trucker, what say you on the subject? What say you so far? You there?
Nah, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, it don't look good because I ain't really watched the whole interview of this because I got busy the other day. But like you said, like the personal, like if that was your friend, like you saying it, and y'all done stayed over each other's houses, but y'all don't stay over his house, but only on your house, or only at your crib or your buddy's crib. Like, yeah, nah. It's just, yeah. Just hit the play button. I'm gonna hear some more. This shit getting interesting now.
No doubt. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Now that I've trained you to listen to the timeline, I want you to listen to what he says. I want you to follow the order of events. Him and his buddy woke up. They went to McDonald's. Then what happened next? Watch, follow it in your brain, and you're going to see how much he's being deceptive. Watch.
At my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. No one was not with me, and I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck, and well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came.
Whoa! I thought you went from your buddy's house to McDonald's. Notice how you got food twice too. By the way, he said me and my buddy woke up, went to McDonald's, and I got some food, got breakfast. Yeah, that's what McDonald's is. So he mentioned that twice. Then all of a sudden he went back to his house, then back to McDonald's. Right? He's actively trying to give you a story that has been given to him. His mother, who is a judge, I believe, this is my opinion, has coached him on how to answer questions on the timeline the morning of. Why? I don't know. I'm not saying this guy did it. I'm not saying this guy did anything. I'm not saying I don't have the evidence to be able to say that. What I'm saying is this is deceptive. What I'm saying is you're not giving me a sequential order of events, and it's very red flaggy.
Back and the boat was already hooked up to my truck.
The boat was already hooked up to my truck. I went to my house, got my house. Did you hook the boat up, or was the boat already hooked up? Did you go to your house, or did you go to McDonald's?
My buddy Wyatt and I went, and with my buddy, and we went.
See that cut? Another cut. Another cut. He's in the middle of stumbling through the timeline. He's all over the fucking place. Officer Tatum knows he's all over the fucking place. So they probably coached him right here. Watch the edit. You can see the edit. Once again, watch.
The boat was already hooked up to my truck.
Shout out to my guy, J. Jermaine, $5. Thank you, man. From what I've gathered, Nolan was basically living at the white people's house as if it was his crib. No, he wasn't. Nolan was in college, bro. He wasn't living at the house. That's the bullshit. Shout out to you, J. Jermaine. I appreciate you, though. Y'all be like J. Jermaine. Support the show. Support the stream now, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm on my grind to get this money. I can't stop it till I'm filthy. Rick to wood the people. Zebo like the rock. I dropped it. I ain't no trapper. I'm a hustler.
All right.
I mean, all honesty, when you sit there and lie about the friendship part, it's kind of hard to believe anything else. To be honest, because if it like, come on, I got a best friend that I was in school with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say we was at each other's house, we was at each other's house from high school. If I'm not, like he said, like we know who our kids be around. Like if they really tight, they coming around regardless. You gonna know who they are, and their parents too. So it's just it's hard to even believe any of this. Just starting off. So, but go ahead.
Yo, my man J. Jermaine said he was, bro. Watch. Okay, I'll watch. Jay, what you talking about? What you mean? Who was being groomed? Oh Lord, come on, y'all gotta watch that language. Y'all gotta watch that language. Who was being groomed by Ashley? Who?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Do you know what groomed is? Who was being groomed? Oh my God. Oh Lord. Y'all support the show. Huh?
Mama.
Hold on, Trucker. Hold on. Let her tell me because I don't know. Let her tell. Who was being groomed, Jay? Huh?
I got you. But to his point, he definitely was was definitely sitting there being questioned on how to do this interview and the whole 9 yards. So that's more evident than anything. Allegedly.
All right, let's go.
My buddy Wyatt and I went and
I think he said Wyatt there. It's also important that I think he said Wyatt.
The boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went and with my buddy and we went.
See the edit? Watch his head jerk. See the edit? I'm doing one more time in case you missed it.
And well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back, and the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went and with my buddy and we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice, and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is the Palm Beach. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach, and I drove the boat from Fort Bayou Boat Launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day. And
you say we all, who you talking about? You, Nolan, or no?
Keep in mind, this entire time, Nolan's still not with him. He said they went to McDonald's and get food, then ran to his house, and it's all over the fucking map. But he wanted to point out with you, Nolan wasn't with me. We're best friends. We're like brothers, but I'm never with the guy. But we're like best friends. We're just never together.
And how many people are going to meet you guys there?
We had roughly 20 to 30 people coming on 3 separate boats with us. And so we were.
Shout out to Ray Jerusalem. Izzy, they live on the Mississippi Gulf Coast area. It's different down there. They do a lot of race mixing, especially if you black and have parents who have decent jobs. Yeah, I mean, listen, if y'all didn't dox people the way y'all do on the internet, I would show you that I have a Biloxi, Mississippi driver's license. I lived in in Mississippi for quite some time. If y'all didn't dox, I would feel comfortable pulling out my driver's license, and you see that I still have a Biloxi, Mississippi driver's license. I spent an exorbitant amount of time in Biloxi, Ocean Springs, Biloxi, Mississippi. I told y'all the story that I told y'all about those police pulling up on me and thought I committed the crime was in Ocean Springs. But thank God, glory be to God, I was hundreds, if not 1,000 miles away on camera somewhere else when the crime was committed. But there's a dude that lives out there in that area that looks a hell of a lot like me. There's a dude that lives in that area that looks a hell of a lot like me. I've lived in that area, so I'm well aware of the climate in that area. I'm well aware of it. Well aware of it. Trust and believe that. I know it well, okay? Oh my God. Come on, Jade. Jade, come on. Jesus, Jade, come on. Talking about Tatum. What's up, Soldier Side, right? In the sip, yeah. Don't do it. Amen. Now, I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying. Let's go.
We're all following each other out there as one big group. You know, it wasn't just me and Nolan and a couple other of my buddies. There was 20 or 30 people spread out where we all met at the dock before, and then we departed to go to Horn Island. It wasn't just a couple of us. I mean, there were so many people, we had to split up between 3 boats, and we all left and all got there at the same time.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that's clear because the statements that are out there made it appear that it was just you, Nolan, and probably 2 or 3 other guys.
That's a lie. See, Officer Tatum is leading this interview on purpose to be deceptive, to make it sound like the narrative on the internet's the evil villain here. It's just not true. Nobody, I've been following this case since it happened. At no point did anybody say it was just him and a few friends. Everybody made it clear there was a bunch of people there partying. Early on in this case, we saw cell phone footage of what appeared to be an argument. We now know it was another friend who says that was him in an argument, but we've seen tons of boats around, tons of people around. Since the beginning, they've been asking for witness statements because everybody acknowledges that there was tons of people on the island. So Officer Tatum is just flat out lying here and setting this question up so that you'll question the veracity of everybody on the internet. And this poor kid who's just here telling the truth is trying to debunk the internet. This is a setup.
Y'all are the only ones that went out to this island.
And that's completely incorrect. I mean,
and nobody ever said it. So
Horn Island on the 4th of July is the most popular day to be on the water on, throughout the entire Gulf Coast. I mean, everybody and their mom is on the water on 4th of July, there's no telling. I mean, roughly probably 2 to 3, maybe even 4,000 people out there. There were boats lined up off the island. I mean, there was 3 rows of boats all the way until my vision ended, until I could see of people from, I mean, there was 1 row of boats.
Like, that might sound deceptive, but it's just him. What he was trying to say, as far as my eye could see, but I don't find that to be deceptive. I just find that to be a 18-year-old who couldn't find the word.
And then there was another row of boats, and then there was a 3rd row of boats.
Yeah.
I mean, there was people lined up all up and down the island to where, I mean, who knows? I mean, and that wasn't just, we were parked on the north side, on the west tip.
And ironically, that is where Nolan Wells was found. We was parked on the north side on the west tip. Where was Nolan Wells found? Where was Nolan Wells found? And just me. How you doing, sis? Why did y'all say I was on it when I was breaking it down like a fraction? Why wasn't I on it when I was breaking it down like a fraction? Where was you at when I was breaking it down like a fraction according to the interview and I was getting all this slack? Where was y'all at? Where was y'all at, Jess? Why didn't y'all speak up for me?
Because they don't support black men when they on their A game. Y'all don't
That's
support
my sis. That's my sis. My sis be supporting. Shout out to Jess.
Jess. Don't hurt me. I was just playing.
Okay, Jess said I said you was doing the Lord work. Shout out to my sister Jess. Hey, okay, I got you. The Raging Rooster, you probably did. I'm being silly. Hey, the Raging Rooster said, Izzy Bands, you live down there, Mississippi holds all the twins to everyone else in other states. Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't know about all the twins, but I got a twin out there. I don't know where he came from, but I got a twin out there. What's going on? JDJ said, what we call my brother, but the Palm people treat you like an associate. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Why will no one just give Mr. Izzy his props? That's why I want to know, just some mid-classic rhetoric. That's why I want to know, some mid-class rhetoric. Why won't they give me my props, my propers, and support the show? JJ Mann said, you was gambling, Enigma. Well, I was playing poker. I am a poker player. I told y'all. And I did play poker on the coast, on the Mississippi coast. Beau Rivage, IP, you know what I'm saying? I ain't played so much in Boomtown after a while. Golden Nugget when it was the Isle of Capri when they had the poker room. Daggone Hard Rock Casino when they had the poker room. I was there. I told y'all. And then that's what I don't believe. The reason why I have a Mississippi driver's license is because I lost my wallet and I lost about $10,000 out my pocket. It fell out my pocket with my wallet, with my ID wrapped up in it and my credit cards. And that was a very hard time in my life, man. I fell all the way off after that for a little while, and I had to get back up. Said Jay Lewis, bring back John Gawk so him and Izzy could go back and forth. Oh Lord. Let's go. Let's get it.
It wasn't just there. I mean, there's tons of people packed out on the south side and on the east end and in the middle of the island. But just where we were, I mean, there was easily 1,000 people. It wasn't just us.
Let's go back a little bit. I want to go back to you guys at the dock, getting on the boat. You're saying there's multiple people, probably 20 or 30 people getting on 3 boats.
Right.
What boat were you on and what boat was Nolan on?
Nolan was on Watch 22 Triton.
There was a cut right there. Watch the cut. Cuts are important, especially in an interview like this. When he says Nolan was on Wyatt's 22-foot Triton, watch the cut, the edit.
Boats. Right. What boat were you on and what boat was Nolan on?
Nolan was on Wyatt's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart because we had a lot of friends from college coming down. And Bart, I called Bart that morning. I was like, hey, man, can you take your boat out? And he was like, yeah, well.
He called Bart the morning of, but they were planning this for weeks in advance. Keep in mind, everybody agreed. Just a minute ago, he said everybody agreed to meet, I believe, at Wyatt's grandfather's house, is what he said. And so he drove Wyatt's boat from the dock over to the grandfather's house where they agreed to meet after they got McDonald's and everything else. Now he's saying, I called Bart the morning of. I was like, hey, can you bring your boat out? But just a minute ago, they put 3 weeks of planning into this. Remember that? Remember when he said, when he did that timeline up, we had 3 weeks of planning? It's very deceptive that he's now telling us last minute we added a whole new boat. It's this guy Bart, who, by the way, was just so happened to last minute be available to bring his boat. Thanks be to the heavens.
my dad decided not to go, and I'll take the boat and I'll take you and your friends. Of course. I mean, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock, and I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I, and Nolan rode out on the Triton. And then
once again, he's not with Nolan. Like a brother to me. Like a brother. I ain't never with him, mother. I ain't never with him. But he's like a brother to me.
At Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach, there was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was probably ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people on my buddy's tide line, which is 24 tide line.
And so you guys get on, and I know a little bit more than the audience do because we went out there a little earlier because I wanted to see exactly what the drive was like, what the dock was like, how far it is out there. Of course. But I want you to tell, the audience, like, what was this trip like? How was the waters? Did you guys do anything in between the time you rode and the time you get to the island? Was there music? Is it like a big party?
No, I can't. I gotta respect the money. Not only Jay put up her hard-earned money, but Corey put up his hard-earned money too. And then some of my peoples, including Cole, put up his hard-earned money, and Big Bad Bull and other people put their hard-earned money behind it. So no, I cannot let John up on no special occasions. He gotta pay to play. If he want to come back, someone gotta pay $1,030 to bring him back because Big Bad Bull put 10 on him and Cole put on 10 on them yesterday. So they gotta pay $1,030 to bring John Galt back. Sorry, John. You shouldn't have talked that shit. Huh? Your mic is.
Y'all did a great. Sorry, my bad. Y'all did a great thing, people. Getting him off. Continue on.
All right, let's go.
Like, what is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously music's blasting. It's 4th of July, man. I mean, everybody's really excited. And I mean, we had a lot of people loaded down. So obviously our biggest, we're just trying to make sure everybody, gets out there safe. And
he just can't answer the goddamn question. Like, this is another red flag. What were you doing from the time you left the dock to the time you went to the island? Again, this is another question that is directly related to timeline events the morning of the actual event in question. That's very important when you're investigating, especially something this serious. And he can't answer it. It's 4th of July, and everybody's excited, and then we're worried about everybody's safety on the boat. Like, he's all over the fucking place, but he's not answering the question. And he's going to eventually, but he's doing a thing that's deceptive, and I'll explain it more when you hear the rest of his answer.
So, I mean, on the way out there,
he finally says on the way out there, finally gets there.
It was pretty calm. I think it was blowing like 3 or 4 knots. I mean, the waters were clear. It was a great day to be on the water. Sunshine, not cloudy at all.
Yeah,
and, I mean, it was a great day to be out there on 4th of July. And
he was coached to point out the waters were calm. The winds weren't blowing that hard. It was a great day to be on the water. He was coached to say that. I feel strongly that he was coached to say that because it was so awkward that he said it right there. It in no way answered the question. He's avoiding it. The question was, what the fuck were y'all doing on the boat? Were you listening to music? I mean, Officer Tatum set it up for him. Hey, say you were listening to music. He set it up. And the guy, instead of giving that easy answer, yeah, we were listening to music, drinking beer, and hanging out, he's giving this big, long, convoluted roundabout, and he throws in there awkwardly, by the way, it was a nice day out.
So, I mean, we followed each other out, and it was calm. It was calm. On the way back, it was
once again, it was calm.
A little more rough.
On the way back, we just skipped the whole island. We just skipped being at the island the whole day. We're already on the way back. Timeline jump.
But it was not anything all my buddies' boats couldn't handle, or like it wasn't like
why does he feel it's important to point out to us the conditions of the water and the weather and whether or not the boats can handle it? Literally, this is where I would exploit that information in an interrogation. Hey, Warren, why do you keep mentioning that? Can you explain to me why is that important? There's a reason that he's bringing this up. The reason that he knows and we don't know.
You're getting really beat up or anything. I mean, it was pretty calm.
And so you guys get out there.
So we still don't know what he was doing on the boat on the way out there, by the way. He did mention that there was some music playing. Yes, music blasting. It's 4th of July, brother. Then he goes into these diatribes about the weather nobody asked about.
Let y'all tell Izzy, you do have a twin. It's Teddy Riley. Oh, Lord. Shout out to Teddy Riley. He must be a very handsome dude. Shout out to him.
Assuming that you line the boats up, because I'm envisioning the picture of getting out there and there's hundreds of boats. Mm-hmm. There's thousands of people. Yeah. So it wasn't just you guys on a deserted island.
Of course not.
A few people. This is thousands of people out there.
Right.
And there's a lot of people doing what? What does it look like when you first pull up?
I pull up and we pulled up at 10:30. I mean, it wasn't, early afternoon. I mean, it wasn't, but.
We pulled up at 10:30 early afternoon. 10:30 is early morning or mid-morning. We'll call it mid-morning. But nobody calls 10:30 early afternoon. Immediate red flag. Immediate deception.
Go ahead, Chuck.
This is so bad. He can't answer the question for the life of me. I've been waiting for an answer for like the past 10 minutes. We can't get a direct answer. Oh my God. This is bad. Yeah. Jolly doing this thing. Yeah.
He can't answer a direct question and save his life.
Oh my God, bro. He went back, bro. And what y'all doing out there? Y'all was just out there. The sky was green and it turned blue, and now we back on the boat. What? That's not the question I asked you. 10 minutes later, yeah, the sky turned red and purple. Now we're back on the boat again. Oh, it's terrible.
I didn't even get to this part of the interview. I didn't see this part of the interview, but I was trying to tell them dudes, and them dudes was acting like I was out of my mind. I was breaking down all the inconsistencies, all the extra talking he was doing, all the extra roundabout he was doing, and they was acting like I was making it up. But it's cool. Let's get it.
We pulled up 10:30. It was, early afternoon. It was what?
10:30 is still pretty early in the day.
Yeah, it is early in the day, not early afternoon.
And when we got there was already 3 rows of boats lined up all the way, like I said, until I could see. And
when you say all you can see, you're speaking about miles.
Yeah.
Of boat. When we went out there earlier today, when we went out there, the island is massive.
Correct.
I mean, it's just several miles long.
And mind you, Officer Tatum is an alleged officer. So he's not catching none of these red flags, allegedly. He's not seeing none of the inconsistencies, allegedly. He's just going along with it. Everything sounds A-okay, allegedly. Yeah, right.
Roughly 10 to 12 miles.
Roughly. I just happen to know the exact measurement of that island. I did not prepare for this interview. I'm just roughly throwing that off the top of my head.
And it's
so you think that the boats were stretching from one end to the next, or just a small area of about a mile or less than a mile of boats?
Well, I think there was boats.
Sir, that's from the house of John Gawk. I don't think you should be talking about Alabama, sir. Said Alabama, Yas Bamas. Shout out to that. Roll Tide. Salute to Genesis. I am in the building. What's up, Genesis? Hey, Genesis, don't you have a birthday coming up? Or didn't you have a birthday recently? Shout out to my sister Genesis. Good to see you. Much love. Taylor Bell said, on who? On me. Hey, Sugars, Izzy, loan me $1. You look like money. Hey. You know you good for $1, Genesis. I got you. If you need $1, I will give you $1. Shout out to Genesis. Y'all support me so I can give Genesis $1. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very much. Let's go.
It's all the way around the entire island, but I think some spots were more popular than others. Like the West Tip is usually very, very crowded on the 4th of July, and everybody knows that. So that's where a lot of people park.
What's going on, Jalen? What's good, Jalen?
And the East End's a little more. There's not as many people, but there's still a lot of boats out there. It's not like no one. Every area of Horn Island is covered.
He still didn't answer that question at all.
So you get out there, y'all jump out. What do you do?
Later.
When I say jump out, you're obviously not just sitting on the boat. The island is there. Like, what exactly are people doing there? Like, are you spending more time in the water, on the island, in the boat? Like, how is that look out there?
Everybody, as soon as you get there, there's people on boats, grabbing drinks and food, whatever else. Everybody is fully prepared for the 4th of July. They bring all the drinks,
except for his friend Bart, who just called this morning. He was not fully prepared.
The food that they need, because they've been preparing for 4th for a little while now. But
not Bart.
When we got there, I helped my buddies tie the boats up because the tie line was right here, the Palm Beach was in the middle, and then the Triton was on the outer side.
Notice how this guy who can't give me a singular fucking coherent detail immediately locks in to tell you exactly where every boat was
and
the order.
There was about a drop off from where the bow was. If you jumped off the bow, you're probably about neck deep in water. But if you got off the stern, you were probably waist deep in water. But when we got there,
bow's the front, stern's the back, in case you don't know.
Tied up, got, bow and rear anchor set, and we tied up all the boats, made sure they were good, and everyone just got in the water. Then eventually, next thing you know, it's our group. And then, next thing you know, there's 50 other people around.
Next thing you know, it's our group. Next thing you know, it's the way he speaks is deceptive.
And then
when I'm interested in timeline. When you don't speak in chronological order, red flag for me.
it just grew and grew as the day came on. And, you know, I mean, that's just how it was. Everybody's drinking, you know, I mean, it's 4th of July. Everyone's just trying to enjoy themselves. And, you know, it's a big party, basically. Big party.
I want you to notice in this entire answer, he never said what they were doing. He said what everybody was doing. He keeps doing that. He keeps generically referencing what happens generically.
Right. And then he'll go absolute with stuff that he has no absolution on. Yo, shout out to the knife. What's going on, Jalen? What's up, Jay Villa, the realist? What's good? What's good? What's good? This is absolutely insane. Send it. Support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean? Help us reach our goal. Help us reach our goal today. We need 15 more people, at least $5 a piece to reach our goal. Help us reach our goal today, y'all. Help us reach our goal today. Who else is bringing you Jolly? Shout out to Jolly, man. Who else is bringing you the in-depth interview of Jolly? And the panel is open, so y'all more than welcome to come up if y'all want to. But support the show, support the stream. In the meantime, between time, let's get it.
On Horn Island on the 4th of July. Tatum asked him, hey, what do you guys do on the boat on the way out? Never tells you that. Tells you all about the weather. What did you guys do when you got there? Well, everybody out there just drinks and eats. It's what people do on Horn Island. It's just generically what happens. Never answers the question. That's on purpose.
Yeah, so y'all pretty much having a good time. Just like anybody would imagine, 18-year-olds, probably 20-year-olds, college students, out on the island, women, you know, you probably had alcohol. So y'all having a good time.
Yeah, of course.
And so where's Nolan in this? You know, you guys out there, the friend groups out there, 3 boats.
Watch that swallow. Watch that uncomfortable shift in demeanor. He just mentioned you were probably underage drinking. And they go, yeah, of course. And then he says, where was Nolan? He goes, Watch this uncomfortable shift in demeanor when he asked that question.
Yeah, of course.
And so where's Nolan in this? You know, you guys out there, the friend groups out there.
Looks away off in the distance. I don't know who's standing off camera, but he looks in that direction. Swallows. He's uncomfortable.
There are 3 boats full of people that came out there that seem to be the closest friend group.
Right.
Where's Nolan in this in comparison to where you and others are at?
Well, you know, I had a couple conversations with Nolan that day, and
I had a couple conversations. That's where you start. In my line of work, where people start to answer your question is very, very telling. The question was quite pointed and specific. Where was Nolan? Rather than saying where Nolan was, he starts off with, I had a couple conversations with Nolan. I think this serves 2 purposes. I think it's to, once again, to lead the viewer to believe he was such a close friend with Nolan. He's my best buddy. I think that's number 1. I also think number 2 is to try to validate him as a source of information. But let's hear what he says.
I talked to him and a couple of my other buddies.
Once again, every time he brings Nolan in, he has to bring in the other buddies. Have you noticed that every single time he does that, it's never just him and Nolan, it's him, Nolan, and the other buddies? It's an associative relationship.
In a group, I was not focused on anyone solely, like looking and pointing anyone out.
Hey, Jess, wave in the back so I know it's you. All right, I see you.
Hey, is.
Hold on, Trucker, real quick. Give me 1 second. Hey, Jess, what's good? How you doing, sis?
Yeah, how y'all doing? Okay, I'm gonna have to. Okay, one thing I did not see. I didn't watch this entire recap, but I didn't see Jolly. Jolly pointed out a lot of stuff, but I didn't see Jolly point out what you pointed out the other day on how Officer Tatum excluded the boys. Would exclude the boys in certain questions, and then this dude here would. It's like he would like he did it several times and like reinsert themselves back into the situation.
Yeah, that was on a different. This is the first part of the interview. Like, remember it where I was at on the interview is I reviewed section 3 and 4 of Officer Tatum's interview. This is like 1 and 2. This is like the beginning parts.
Okay, well, it would be interesting if he picks up on that because you called that one out the other day. Yeah. Okay, all right. But yeah, I gave you credit, man. You on it for real. Yeah. All right, they did more wrong than they did. They should have shut it up. That's all I have to say. He shouldn't have done this interview. It was worse. He made it worse. All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Go ahead, Troy. I knew she was at work. That was what I was trying to let her talk. That's right.
Ladies first. No, damn, I forgot what I was about to say, but yeah, that question right there, because where was Nolan? Oh, well, you know, a few of my buddies, bro, come on, man. I thought y'all supposed to be tight, bro. Like, even if you with your man, you paying attention, you know where he at. You know exactly where he at. It's talent, bro. This interview was nasty. Telling on himself.
Nasty work. Let's go.
Because there's so many people out there. I mean, I was talking to my friends that I haven't seen in a while from high school. I was talking from people I knew from college. I was talking to, everybody my age and even people older than us were, over there. Like, I mean, it was just a regular thing. We're all used to this. We've been out to the islands before. My buddies don't just go out to the island on 4th of July, but they go out, every weekend. Like, I feel
this answer is already going all the way away from Nolan and completely to his buddies. Very deceptive.
Fish the islands. I don't just, fish around Horn Island. I fish around Ship Island too. So I'm very familiar with the islands, and
nothing to do with the question.
I feel like it was just a big, I talked to Nolan, and Nolan was drinking. Everybody
has to point out Nolan's drinking.
Was drinking, most of everybody. And I mean, Nolan seemed completely fine every time I talked to him. We had just regular conversations, and Nolan was making me laugh. I had a couple conversations.
No specifics on making me laugh. Just trust me, he was generically making me laugh.
With Nolan and Javon, Nolan and my buddy James. Nolan.
I had a couple conversations with Nolan and Javon, Nolan and James. Never just with Nolan.
And I mean, I could tell you. I mean, I talked to Nolan a couple times, but it wasn't like I was strictly sitting there talking to Nolan the whole day. I mean, there was hundreds of people I knew out there. So
yeah, and
I grew up having a best friend like the one he's describing, the one's like a brother, and it didn't matter where my best friend and I went. We were kicking it together. Other people might kick it with us, but we were kicking it together. So I just think that he's misrepresenting the relationship. I strongly believe he's misrepresenting between the way he talks and way it always sounds associative, and the fact that he provides no specific examples about Nolan. They're all generic.
You was trying to get in there?
Yeah, I was saying exactly. Like the way he talking, it's like I don't even think was Nolan on the boat, because that's the way he talking. Like he just went up there and they met up with each other on the island. Like which one was it? That's what it seemed like to me. Like you said, hey, how you doing? And just went about your business. Yeah, bro. This is insane.
Nolan said something interesting you told me about.
I want you to listen to this question. I want you to listen to this answer, because this is where he ends the first part of this interview. And it is, oh my God, red flag central.
Hundreds of people I knew out there.
I had to back it up because I need you to listen.
And Nolan said something interesting you told me about this. Something he said to you.
I want you to notice there was a cut there too. Notice the cut, right? As he starts asking the question about Nolan, Warren gets uncomfortable again, and then there's an edit cut.
Nolan said something interesting you told me about this. Something he said to you, I would say would be indicative of y'all's friendship.
Right.
And then he also mentioned
Tatum's trying to establish their friendship is so close. He said something to you that I would say is indicative of your friendship, because the words that Nolan said shows how close of friends you guys are. Listen to what it says.
Something to you about that particular day and what it meant to him.
Right.
And could you share that?
Right. Yeah. So Nolan and my buddy Javon are talking, and
Nolan and my buddy Javon are talking. Once again, not Nolan and him.
I grew up with Nolan, and
we're going back to growing up with Nolan. We just went backwards for no reason.
Nolan's, just all, like I said, like just so joyful, like always happy. Like every picture I have with Nolan.
Why are we talking about Nolan's pictures? And what did he say to you? That was the question asked.
The picture I have of Nolan, he's smiling. I mean, like he's always happy. If I always need like a shed of light, I'm calling Nolan, and Nolan and I laugh and joke a lot. Like that's how our friend group is.
That's how our friend group is. Not me and Nolan, just our friend group.
Jokingly laugh. No one takes anything that serious. We enjoy our time together. I mean, there's never any awkwardness with our friend group. We're very, very tight. So if I ever need to get something off my chest or talk to anybody, I'm talking to all my friends. I'm not just talking to like specifically anybody. I would go out like.
Notice how he's making it very group general, because he knows that his relationship with Nolan is not as he has represented it. But listen to when he finally tells you what Nolan said that was so indicative of their friendship.
And if I'm having issues with something, I go talk to my group chat, and my guys are there to, give me a hand anytime I need it. And all my guys are, all my buddies are the same exact way. Nolan was the same exact way. If you ever need something, I'm here, man. Like that's how he was. So
never answered the question.
Christ.
He's basically saying, if you ever need something, I'm here. That's how he was. He didn't say he said that to me that day. Officer Tatum is trying to phrase the question to imply that on Horn Island that day, Nolan walked up with him, patted him on the shoulder and said, brother, you ever need something, I'm here for you. That's how they're trying to present it. They're trying to present it in a very deceptive way that Nolan came up and said, if you ever need something, I'm here for you. And in this convoluted, roundabout, fucking all over the place answer that he gave, he said, Nolan was the kind of guy, if you ever need something, I'm here for you. That's how he was. Not Nolan said that to me. Not Nolan told me that directly that day. This is disgustingly deceptive.
And then you guys get ready to leave prematurely.
Right.
And explain that, because you guys got there around 10.
And that's where he ends the interview right here. The next part, the part 2, he goes to Horn Island. And oh my God, I found a couple spots in that interview on Horn Island. It is red flag to the fucking highest degree. I'm going to show you one. And when I show it to you, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's bad. But let me real quick edit this video. I think I'm already at 45 minutes. So in the interest of not making this video 2-3 hours long, I'll edit this and get it up, and I'll do the second video that he did with him in a second video myself, because it'll end up being 45 minutes. If you enjoy this type
What say you, Trucker? So far,
Any man that can't answer a direct question, we know you full of BS. Yeah, it's diabolical. I'm sorry. I don't care what age you are. If you can't ask it, you can't answer a direct question. And you go directly to everybody else but the answer. You've done something that you don't want people to know. You are being deceptive.
So that's the one he did. He didn't go back that I know about. I think this is the same one I just reviewed. Hold on real quick. Let me just yeah, I think he didn't go back. I think this is the same one I reviewed. So yeah, man. I can't wait till he breaks down the one, gets to the one that I broke down, because it's very, very clear. I don't know if they hit him with anything, because wait, he did that a day ago. Let me see. He probably got a lot going on. He did this one a day ago. He didn't do another one. He didn't do another one about this one. Damn. Come on, Jolly. I can't wait till you get to the one that I did. So I did an expert breakdown of that joint. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yep. Very diabolical. Very, very diabolical. Very, very diabolical. Man, what say you, Truck? What say you, bro?
I just think it's he only did the interview with just him. He didn't do the interview with the other kids.
Nah, he said, who you talking about? Jason Tatum or you talking about Jolly?
Jason Tatum, Officer Tatum.
Yeah, Officer Tatum. I said Jason Tatum. My bad, Jason Tatum. Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum. Yeah. Nah, he did a interview with all 4 of them, I think. But the 4th one being Tristan or Durst, whatever his name is. But the thing of it is he only released 2 interviews, I think. And he broke them down in sections. The one with Warren and the one with Tristan or Thurston or whatever his name is. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna just say it. I think there's a possibility of somebody getting arrested soon.
Why? What makes you say that?
It's Mississippi, so I don't want to.
No, but I'm saying, what makes you think that? What makes you say that?
Just listening to this interview, the audio recording, it's just a lot, dude. Like, it's just too much. And it seemed like I said earlier, like the audio recording for me, that might be the telltale. I think that is authentic. That might be authentic, really authentic. And I think that recording was what? Yesterday, the other day. So I don't know. I think something is going on, and they trying to absolute best. not to lock these kids up, but I think a few people gonna get locked up behind this. I think
I
so.
don't know. Let me see. Did he take down the videos? Okay, no. So he did a video 3 days ago. Oh, this is a full video. Nolan Wells' best friend exposed. Okay, this is a full video. He took down. It looked like he. Oh no, he got the sections. Okay, he got the sections. He broke them down. Okay. He got a lot of best friends because the dude, he got a lot of best friends. Okay, so this is part 3. It's like the way he has it now is kind of like breaking it up. So this is like 8 days ago. This is like two weeks ago, basically, essentially, I guess, when he did these interviews. That's part 1. That's part 2. That's part 3. I reviewed part 3 and that part 4 of what you call it. Damn, how did he get to part 5 of Tristan? So look, let me just show y'all what I'm looking at so y'all understand, because it's wild, right? So I'm looking at this, right? And I don't know if y'all can see my cursor, but you can see me highlight the video, right? So this is part 1. This is part 2. This is part 3 right here, right? And then this is part 4. But then all the way right here is part 5 of Tristan. Tristan is his name. Tristan's video. Tristan's video is part 5. Where's the rest of Tristan's interview? He jumped all the way to part 5 of Tristan's interview. Look at that. Y'all see that? You see that, Chuck? Can y'all see that?
I sure do see it. Sheesh.
Here's Warren. 1, that's part 1. That's part 2. That's part 3. That's part 4. And then he skipped to part 5. I guess part 5 is just Tristan. I don't know. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's 5. But that doesn't make sense because the other interview was just daggone. Look at that. That's a whole different person.
Do you have personal knowledge of someone directly in your friend group having anything to do with Nolan's death?
No, not at all.
They speaking these absolutes. I wonder what it is to these absolutes. Interesting.
You see how he answered that question directly, right? Quick.
No, not at all. Well, I mean, I guess that's how you're supposed to answer. I don't know. Tristan. I think that's how I pronounce his name, Tristan. So I don't know, man. It's a lot going on, bro. It is a lot going on. I didn't want to do like videos every day on this. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to know, should we trust or should we verify? Should we trust or should we verify? And at what point does trust in a content creator replace independent thinking? That's what I want to know from the people who are the Officer Tatum white men apologists. At what point does trust in your favorite content creator override and replace independent thinking? Because here's how the narrative grows. One person says it, a bigger content creator repeats it, then another, then another, then another, and before long, nobody remembers where the information actually came from. And then that's how the assumptions began to be presented as facts. So we're asking whether that happened here. Are Warren's words being presented as actual facts, or are we looking at them as just a way to get to the actual truth? How are we gauging what Warren's interview said? You there, Trump? I'm curious. How are we gauging what Warren's words said? Anybody?
My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good.
How do you gauge trying to understand your question, if you don't mind.
No, what I'm asking is, okay, so there's a group of people who are taking Warren's words, obviously Officer Tatum, are taking Warren's words and the words of Tristan and Warren and Wyatt and whoever else, I think his name was Jace or something like that, as the gospel. They're taking their words and running with them as if that's actually factually what happened, no questions asked. And so I'm asking, are people doing that with Officer Tatum and Warren's interview because of the clout and cachet that Officer Tatum has, or are they actually looking at it as a means to get to the truth by putting multiple things together and fact checking and doing their own due diligence and thinking for themselves?
I think it's more of Officer Tatum, kind of the ego thing. I think it's that. Sometimes, like, I think it's just a reflection of people just trying to avoid the truth instead of actually finding out the truth. That's what it seemed like with me, with this whole Officer Tatum situation. Like, the truth is right there in front of your eyes. You you was a detective, allegedly. And you
I don't know.
Allegedly, I was say allegedly, but allegedly he was he was an officer, and you've been around a lot of stuff allegedly. You can't tell the difference between somebody lying in your face.
At least being deceptive, because lying, because being deceptive.
Yeah, being deceptive. You can't tell when somebody just kind of filibuster and giving half truth and not the whole truth. Like the same question.
Your mic is Borging bad. Your mic is Borging bad, Trucker. Your mic is Borging bad, Trucker. Your mic is Borging. I just want to say influence is a multiplier. If you're right, then thousands, if not millions of people learn. If you're wrong, thousands, if not millions, people repeat it. That's why this discussion isn't personal for me. It's not personal. It's a structural conversation, because the bigger your platform, the bigger your responsibility. And we got to talk about what happens when credibility becomes contagious. When it's not credible.
Officer Tatum would have interviewed them 4 black. I'm sorry.
Good.
4 kids. It was black.
I don't know enough about him to say whether he would or not. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. What do you think? You there? Yo, what do you think? What do you? Yeah. You said do I think Officer Tatum would have interviewed those kids if they was black? And I don't know. But what do you think? Yep.
I don't think he would have done it. If it was vice versa, damn, my bad. If them kids was black, he would have never did all this. Never. He would have never went out his way for them kids. So
very interesting.
I think it's just the first part, bro. I don't think, and I think it would have been the same thing for everybody else. I think what we're witnessing once again is how America is. And so it's a crazy situation.
No doubt. What's your last words, Truck? I appreciate you coming up. I'm about to shut it down. I appreciate you coming up and kicking it with me. What's your last words, bro? You there? What's your last words, Truck? We have an audio technical difficulty. Yo, thank you very much to Trucker Yell for coming through and kicking it with me today, man. I really appreciate him. Appreciate him kicking it for sure. Listen, this entire conversation today came down to one simple question. What test was actually administered If it wasn't a polygraph test, what are we really talking about? Everybody keeps saying they passed the lie detector. They passed the lie detector. But here's the problem. Not every test that measures stress or physiology is a polygraph. They didn't take a polygraph test. And the person whose interview, who he went with the most, which was Warren's, didn't take one at all. Not every procedure marked as a lie detector, quote unquote, is scientifically equivalent. Before we decide the results, what the results mean, shouldn't we at least first what was actually done? Because if we're skipping steps, we're not really debating evidence. We're not really examining evidence. We're not really examining and coming to a truthful resolution. We're going according to assumptions. And you know what they say about assumptions. When you do with assumptions, you make an ass out of you and not me. Yeah, he straight up lied about it. He straight up lied about it, just me. Straight up lied. Yo, shout out to Critical Times. What's up, Critical Times is in the building. What's going on, Critical Times? Good to see you. Yeah, that shit sound rehearsed, of course. Listen, I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me, and it meant the world to me. If a major content creator repeats a claim without independently verifying it, shouldn't they be held responsible for the public believing it? Or is the audience responsibility to verify the information themselves? Now, that's a big question. I think both. I think Officer Tatum, if it's found out that these gentlemen are guilty, these young guys are guilty, then Officer Tatum should be punished too. And we need to absolutely think for ourselves and absolutely question everything and make sure our sources are on point and our sources are tight. We cannot just go off of what anybody is trying to feed us. We got to be able to think for ourselves, analyze for ourselves, and be objective about this situation all the way around. Okay? Aren't you an expert in body language or some bullish? Lie detectors are a step too far now. Well, listen, they didn't take a polygraph test, buzzkill. And actually, I guess it's been substantiated by this gentleman, Jolly, who is a certified expert. And he was saying some of the same things that I was saying about the body language, the voice cadence, the way he was communicating. So I guess I am. What's up, No Chaser? Shout out to that. Shout out to a verified body language expert. That is me. Salute. Tatum did not show any documentation that took any test. They took any test. That's a fact. But listen, 'tis the way of the world. 'Tis the way of the world. Thank you to everybody who supported the show. Thank you to JD1975. Thank you to Jay Lewis. Thank you to Jay Jermaine coming through real heavy today. Appreciate you, Jay Jermaine. Thank you to Ogun. Thank you to TBE Trucker. And thank you to Saint Swarthy. Listen, y'all could always support the show at any time. If you'd be so kind and feel so kind, hit that Cash App. Hit the super thanks, Jules, whatever. Support the show, support stream. But tell a friend about us. Like, share, and subscribe. It's been dope. I appreciate y'all. We got to have an even better show for y'all tomorrow. I thought more people would want to be involved and want to be in the conversation, but hey, 'tis life. 'Tis life. We're going to have an even doper show for y'all tomorrow. Guaranteed. So thank y'all so much for coming through. Thank y'all so much for chopping it up with us. I really appreciate you. And shout out to Truckee and Just Me for coming up. I appreciate both of y'all tremendously. My guy Truckee holding it down with me today. Yeah, I know. But in the meantime, between time, and we out. And we out. And we are out. We are out. We out. Yo, all right, let me get to this. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. All right. We out.
Hey, 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 hey. If you're laughing, show love. Show love. If you're learning, show love. Show love. If you're vibing, show love. Don't you watch. Support it. The lights are free. The hearts are free. The shares are free. But this show ain't free. If you rock with Izzy, show mad love. Let's get busy. Let's get right. Let's go up. Let's run it up. Everybody up. Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat. Hey. Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat. Hey. You know what to do. You know what to do. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Let's go. Show that love. Show that love. Show that love. Let's go. Can I get a love? Love. Can I get a support? Support. Can I get a let's build? Let's build. One community. One family. One vibe. One mission. Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat. Hey. Cash out. Hey. Venmo. Hey. Super chat. Hey. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. If you rock with the movement, let's keep moving. If you love what you're seeing, help us keep it rolling. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send it. Send that ish. Send that ish. Send that ish. And stop scrolling. And stop scrolling.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They say I have no talent, but they stay watching, counting every move. Yeah, they be clocking, speculating, while I'm stacking my dough. It don't make sense, I'm tryna put on a show. They try to play me like my funds are low, but I'm easy Baines, never just a name. J Prince for president, now I'm in a different game. With every step I take, I'm painting my lane. When will they realize hard work beats talent every time? Enough dollars make sense, so I stays on the grind. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard, I stays on their mind. Told them stay in their lane. Yeah. 'Cause no matter what, you can't block my shine. Yeah. 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 Born to win, we may win and look easy. Stay on my grind, they try and do me greasy. Round here we put in work, don't nothing come easily. Low down dirty shame, wait, don't get to tease me. Watching from the sidelines, wishing they could ride, but my hustle got a heartbeat, can't let it slide. Every single dollar, I earned it, nothing borrowed. In this life my passion lies, through the pain and sorrow. When will they realize hard work beat talent every time? No dollar makes sense, so I stays on the grind. Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard, I stays on their mind. Told them stay in their lane. Yeah. 'Cause no matter what, you can't block my shine. Yeah. 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 They sit and speculate, try to throw some shade, but I'm more like a king, this hustle's well displayed. With every setback, my fire grows deep. Watch how I play, I'm relentless, not weak. Got this ambition in my heart, can't dim my light. It's a grind day and night, till my future feel right. I'm building my empire, brick by brick. Even when they doubt, I'm the one they can't stick. Yeah. The streets they talking, but I stay on my toes. Watch this dream unfold, watch how the story goes. Oh, I ain't just a rapper, I'm a brand, can't you see? They might hate the game, but they love the real me. When will they realize hard work beat talent every time? No dollar makes sense, so I stays on the grind. Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard, I stays on their mind. Told them stay in their lane. Hard work beat talent. Hard work beat